What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 26 of American Waffle. And I apologize, we're on an unusual day. We're usually here on a Monday, but happy Easter to everyone who celebrated, whether you celebrated on Sunday or Monday or whatever you did, just in case you're Vator. That should give you the hint to why we weren't live yesterday, because Vator wasn't available. So, but listen, we made up for it. We're here on a Tuesday. There is midweek Premier League games. So we get to talk about additional games that happen, aka the Spurs game that Jacob will have to answer for sooner or later. But before we get into anything, obviously you guys know the drill. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. By the way, I'm 140 subs away from 4K. So if you haven't subbed yet, what are you waiting for? And sub to the whole panel. TJ Warren TV. TJ, you're less than how many away from 1K?
Dude, I'm 54 away now.
All right, he's
1K.
54 away from 1K. So we need 140 people for me to reach 4K. We need 50 something people for TJ to reach 1K. Obviously, subscribe to Jacob, United Spurs of America. Subscribe to Casually FC, Mr. Huh, sitting down there. Give me a huh. That's cute.
Huh?
Sorry, caught me off.
And LA Daas is here. He doesn't have a channel, but this is his home channel, one of his home channels. You'll find him on all our channels at all times. Big up LA Daas with the haircut. And obviously, someone is missing, and we know what's gonna happen.
Technical difficulties.
Yep. Where is he?
He botched it. He botched it. He botched it.
Botched
He botched
it.
it.
He fucked it.
Try again.
I don't understand. Are you trying to tell me that Gabriel fouled Holland? Is this what you're trying to tell me right now?
No.
Where's the chair?
There he is.
Where is the chair?
There he is.
He's just gonna squat like that the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you put a green screen on the chair this time?
What is happening?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
there's the chair.
Okay.
He got us.
There
He
it
got
is.
us.
Oh, he's green
There's the
screen.
microphone. Okay, he's got a whole new routine.
Welcome panel.
Welcome,
Gotta keep
Vader.
us on our
Nice of you
toes.
to join us. Listen, every American waffle needs a little bit of syrup, so we got our maple syrup. Hey yo, with Vader being here. Listen, I just wanted to make sure there's no Diddy in that statement, bro. You know what? We need that. We need that. Marshall, we're gonna need a new Diddy button. We're gonna need that. Yeah, we're gonna need one. We're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want whoa, no more. I need to delete the Rock clip. I'm gonna download no Diddy. See, you saw that that LeBron clip? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Hey yo, LeBron, what were you doing at that party,
bro?
What were you doing at that party, LeBron? LaSus James. LaSus is never beating the allegations after that video, bro. I need to download that video. But anyways, guys, the whole panel is here.
He's like, you know what I'm talking about, Puff. And Puff was like,
yeah, bro. When he was like, you know what I'm talking about, I'm like, no, tell us what you're talking about. You need to clarify what you're talking about now. The Rock was iconic, though. Listen, we'll keep The Rock. I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, smash a like, subscribe. As I said, subscribe to the whole panel. And before we start anywhere, big up TK saying, sell time for Yakub for that fraudulent game today. You know what I noticed? I fucked up. I didn't even start OBS, so I don't have a timer. Who here has a timer for Mr. Jacob?
I can count on my fingers.
No, we're definitely not doing
We
that.
can get mine up too. Pause if needed.
Hey, yo, get what up? I'm not trying to get
TJ,
anything.
take a chill pill, okay?
Yeah, but
Oh, there it
listen,
is.
I can
Look
put
at
it on my
that.
phone.
Look at that.
85 minutes. Oh wow, Jacob.
No, but I can knock it down. I can.
You want to put Jacob in the cell for 85 minutes?
Yeah, but I'm not that lucky. But it'll count up. It's not going to count down.
All right,
There it is.
We're fine with that. Well, there you go, Jacob. Goodbye.
Enjoy.
Alrighty, before the thing started. Listen, big up TKA for the super chat. And what a way to start the show. You got to always start the show the right way. And there's no better way than to put Jacob in the cell because we're about to cook his team right now. Or should we wait for him to come out? What do you guys think? Because I wanted to start with Spurs and talk about their draw. Should we talk? Should we wait? I think we should wait because I want to hear his excuses. Yeah. Let's wait. We'll wait and we'll hear his excuses later. But okay, let's start with the other teams because obviously Liverpool won, top of the league. Me and Marshall, the Mud Brothers, were in deeper mud for different reasons. Actually, we have the what are they calling it? El Mudico. El Sackico,
El Midico.
El Midico, El
Yeah.
everything on Thursday. So
Battle
me
of
and
Mid.
Marshall, yeah, Battle of the Mid, bro. It's about to be embarrassing. We play on Thursday.
yeah.
So Mud versus Mud. You know that John Cena Rock meme, that the clip they always play on Twitter. That's gonna be us. Who's gonna be more shit? And obviously the big game of the weekend. Oh, everyone, let's pull out from internationals because we need our players ready for the biggest game in Europe. Oh, the best two teams.
What a snooze fest.
I was about to tell you, if you have snoring on your voice on your
That's
soundboard, it
saying a
would've
lot from a Chelsea and a United fan, but go ahead.
Yeah,
been-
I
no,
thought
no,
I
no,
didn't
no.
think it. I didn't think it was a.
Hey,
snooze fest.
listen. At least when
Marshall?
I get pummeled, it's entertaining. Pause.
Hey, yo,
Jesus.
All right.
that is so
All right.
yo,
Huh?
All right.
huh? What do you mean by that?
Oh. Oh.
But listen, you guys promised us the biggest game of the weekend, and then all I did that day was sleep. I slept during that game because of how boring that shit was.
Yeah,
so we'll
blame
get to
TJ.
that. Oh no, I'm not blaming TJ. I'm not
Blame
definitely
both
not.
of
No,
blaming
don't blame.
TJ.
Don't blame
Both
me.
of y'all.
Don't blame me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
not blaming
Both of
TJ.
y'all.
I blame both
No.
of our managers, but I don't blame. I don't blame. Don't blame.
Both
I
of
can have
y'all.
an
I
idea.
meant,
Let's-
I meant blame Arsenal. That's what I meant, not you
No.
specifically.
I have so much smoke for your team, Vader, that I'll speak about later.
I can't
But
wait.
let's start with the shittier teams, I guess.
Yeah,
should I
let's do
go
that.
for or
Let's
should
do that.
Marshall go first?
No,
But
you
Marshall,
yeah.
let's do this, Marshall. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We both drew. Both of them obviously are embarrassing for different
Yep.
reasons. You had all of the ball and didn't win. I had none of the ball and almost won somehow, but I didn't win. And both of us are embarrassing for completely different reasons. So I'll go with you first because obviously I'm a United channel. People hear me the most, but people don't see you here a lot. So let's start with Chelsea and then I'll go after you. What happened with Chelsea, bro? 30-something shots, or they said?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that. 30-something shots, what, like 12 on
10 man
target or
Burnley, by
something
the
like
way. 10
Yeah.
man
10
Burnley.
10 man Burnley.
No,
by
wait,
halftime.
wait,
Shout out
Wasn't
the
even-
company. Shout out the
Let me
company.
add the context, actually. Sorry. No, 10 man Burnley, no company
manager.
on the touchline.
Yep.
What happened, brother?
Hey, listen, man. I'm
Okay,
not
Marshall,
gonna
I'll
listen.
let you
Here's the
speak.
thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. You know what's good when it's here's the thing. All right, go ahead.
Because
It's
If
all
I even-
Pochettino's fault.
if I even give a little on that it's not Poch, Jacob above me, his eyebrow will touch the ceiling because he'll be like, absolutely not Poch's fault. Okay, so Poch in. I already know. So this is what I mean. Like, so I have to somehow blame Poch, right? But if we're being honest, if we're taking the waffle and we're just going with pancakes right now, taking the waffle out of it, then I gotta say, like, the players absolutely threw it. They were shit. And this is the point of the argument where I say, like, yeah, maybe an experienced player would have changed the game. Maybe someone who knew what to do on a low block would have changed the game. But even then, this season, our defense has been so bad. And when it comes to set pieces, arguably the worst, which is why we just hired the Brentford set piece coach to come in. And I don't think he's going to come in until next season. But we need to fix up on set pieces because I believe both goals were on set pieces. No. Yeah, well, no, it wasn't. Okay, so there was the good goal. The Burnley goal, the first goal was actually like a decent goal. There's really not much you could do. You could argue Conor Gallagher probably should have intercepted that pass better, or intercepted the passing lane, and he wasn't there for that. Second goal, Petrovic. I mean, first of all, this is the part where I'll blame Poch, right? What is going on with the zonal marking? Why are we still doing zonal marking? Why is Nani Madueke on O'Shea? You know, like, why is that happening? There's no reason that should be happening. You should have your center backs covering the more taller, more statured players. But that's not how we do it here at Chelsea. So he gets a header. And Petrovic, listen, he's inexperienced. He made a mistake. And it's on him. He should have punched that ball out. And we still would have been talking about a 2-1 victory. But overall, the team should have been better, especially 10 men Burnley. Like, come on. Like, it wasn't even like 10 men like the last 10 minutes of the game. You had a whole half where it was 10 men. And you could and no manager on top of that. and you couldn't even break down a Burnley low block like that. Like, it's just embarrassing, man. It's what, 18th or 19th place Burnley or something, right? 19th place, I believe.
19th.
I think they have like 8
Yeah, but it's
points
not
this
Burnley
season.
away. It's not Burnley away. It's Burnley at Stamford Bridge. That made it even worse.
Turf more, not turf less. All right.
But it's just embarrassing. Like, I'll be honest. I was going into the FA Cup draw and this Thursday with a little bit of chess, but now I'm back in the unpredictable realm where I really don't know what's going to happen on Saturday, if they're going to turn up. Yes, you could make the argument, 10 injured players. Nani Madueke, I'm sorry. Carney Chukwuemeka all of a sudden injured again over international break. How did that happen? Don't know. Even our goalkeeper got injured over international break. How does that happen? So a lot of people are looking at Poch like, what's going on in training? And then with the set pieces, looking at Poch like, why haven't we fixed this up? I'm not going to blame Poch for this game. I think he did the best of what he could. But he did get us in this position, Vader. I'm worried.
Can you cue?
No.
Yay.
I'm not going to blame Poch. But, it is on the players for this one. You should be able to step up against them and Burnley. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm so demoralized. Like, if I lose against Staffy on Saturday, or not Saturday, Thursday.
No. I want to lose.
If we lose against United, if United do the double on us,
You both deserve.
I will bring Poch out energy of such tremendous magnitude that I'm gonna. I swear to God,
bro.
Poch, if
Let's
you
be
make
honest.
This is disgusting.
dress up like I dressed up after that Carabao Cup final again, I will be so disgraceful. You thought I was disgraceful before? I'll be so disgraceful.
Oh my
Let me
goodness.
tell you something, Marshall. First of all, you want to lose to me, and I'll tell you why. Because I had people sit in my chat, including Mo with the H. I see him in the comments right now. He said, "I hope you guys score 4 against us so we can get rid of Poch." I think it was him or another
goodness.
Chelsea fan. And I hear him because it's El Sackico. Last time I was involved in El Sackico, it was about 3 years ago, and it was against Jacob's team. It was Nuno Espirito Santo versus Ole. And lucky for him, he lost the game, and then he got rid of him, his manager, and he became better. Unfortunately for me,
Shout out
I
Nuno
won the
every
game
single
and
time.
kept Ole for an extra year.
Big up
So
Nuno. Hey, you know
it was
what
bad
else
for
you know
me.
what Nuno did? He went to another club and won a trophy, just like every other manager does. Just like every player does. They leave Tottenham, and in their first year, for some reason or another, because I think the football gods want to curse me, they always win a trophy. Shout out Jose Mourinho. He did that as well.
Yeah, except for Harry
Says a
Kane.
lot about Spurs. Hopeless.
You know, listening to you, I feel hopeless.
Huh?
Watching Spurs
should.
today doesn't make me feel as hopeless
You
as
should.
when I listen to you, Marshall.
It is hopeless because I have Poch.
We'll get to
Even
your team,
Poch
don't
can
worry
get a
about it.
trophy.
This is absolutely disgusting. Both of you wishing for losses. Like, what is this?
Thank
have
you,
reason.
Vader.
What
No,
is
I don't
this?
want to
Every
lose
ball.
against United. I don't
love
want to
that.
get the double
Americans
against
back.
United.
Couldn't
Listen,
it
I come
happen
from
to
an
two
era
better-
where United was my rival, okay? I don't like United. I like
Couldn't it happen to
Staffy
two better
sometimes.
Bro, the
fans?
thing is,
But I
the
don't
thing
like
is-
United. I don't
know
want
this
a
is
double on
Chelsea.
United.
The
I know
utter,
this
the
is
utter,
Chelsea
Vader,
segment.
Vader. Do you know what we get to take in from this is just the utter irrelevancy of these two people right now.
Don't
And
ever
I'm
say
just
I'm
gonna
irrelevant,
sit here and
you know?
enjoy it. Like it's just
TJ.
absolutely incredible. No, you can
TJ.
say we were a snooze fest all
TJ
you
just
want, but
said-
at least it actually
This is
meant
who you
something.
went on
TJ,
loan with,
TJ,
Staffy, so you can hold that.
What did it mean? It meant that Liverpool got first place. What do you mean it meant something?
Not over. Yeah, there are 9 games left, Marshall.
TJ,
9
can I
games
say
for you.
something?
9
These guys
games
are
left for
fraud.
us.
You
to
better
laugh
hope
at
you
you.
beat us. You better hope you beat
talk
us.
about that. We'll talk about that game.
Better
a little
hope
later.
you beat your London
So does my
rivals,
point mean
Burnley,
something,
Chelsea.
TJ?
Hold on,
Does
let me
that
say
point
something to
today mean
TJ. This
something?
fraud. Let me tell you something, TJ.
Oh, here we
There's a
go.
reason
It's not the
why-
Arsenal segment. Why are you
This is-
addressing TJ?
No, because he said we're irrelevant. There's a reason why I
You
draw
are
with
irrelevant.
Brentford. There's a reason why I draw Brentford, and I'm all over the news. There's a reason why Marshall's in 12th, and no one bats an eye about Chelsea. I'm not irrelevant. I'm the reason.
Forbes
I
batted
keep,
an
Oh,
eye.
okay.
I keep-
They put
I keep-
Taboli
I
on
keep the
that.
lights
I'm
on.
not irrelevant
Listen,
either. People just got bored of talking about me.
I just keep I keep the lights on in Sky Sports. 'cause
Staffy
they
just
talk
did
about me
that
every day.
that Hulk punch on Thor. He just punched Marshall.
No, it's true. No, Vader. Let's be honest. If any of us here, bar maybe Spurs, we're sitting in 12th, wouldn't we be all over the news every day? Imagine United sitting in 12th. You wouldn't hear that.
No, I hear it. I hear it.
Or
I hear it.
City. or
I
Arsenal
would hear
or
it.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'd hear it.
We
If-
did-
if
we did
Tottenham
do
was
that.
Bro,
doing
you were-
well,
you were
fans-
doing
Last
that.
season, that was us. Now because
we
it's the
were
second
doing-
season
we
in
were
a row,
doing
they're
that-
used to
we
it
were
now.
doing that
We're
3
getting
years
stick
ago,
for
though.
it.
To be fair, we were doing that 3 years ago.
Put some respect on Tottenham Hotspur's
Yeah,
name.
Marshall's on brand now. He's on brand
I
2 years in a
have
row at
Oh,
11.
shut up.
Let me shout out.
hate
Let me
you.
shout out the Saeed raid first and for all. Big up.
You
Saeed
better
for the
hope I
raid.
don't came up. Don't come up.
Hey yo, you're coming up. Don't say that. Big up Saeed for the raid. Make sure everyone who just joined us from Chad, Saeed, big up yourself. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and if it's your first time watching American Waffle, you're in for a treat. And what a time for you to watch your first episode of American Waffle, because we're about to cook. But listen, let me tell you something. I recognize a fraud when I see one. See this little comment right here, Jersey hype, and it was said twice. I know who sent this. I know who asked you guys to say this. It's Griggs. Griggs is an absolute fraud. No. I know Griggs.
My
Griggs,
brothers, Jersey
Absolute
brothers.
fraud.
Shout out,
Let's
Griggs.
go.
Jersey's
Shout
not
out
that
to-
bad. Jersey's not
Yeah.
bad.
Marshall, we're
Griggs
not
might,
taking
Griggs
this.
might
Watch
even
this,
be a
Danny,
bigger
let me-
fraud than
this bitch.
Vator.
Let me out this
Yours is
bitch.
the only W me and Staffy have right now.
Yeah, bro. Listen, Griggs. At the end of the day, Griggs has dinner with rats. There's too many rats in New York. So like, no. Griggs is on the bus. He's sitting next to a rat. He goes to get chopped cheese. He's sitting next to a rat. He does anything he does.
He goes
is
to Old
just like-
Trafford.
Listen, he can't escape the rats. He can leave from New York to Old Trafford. There's still more rats. They're not as big as the New York ones, but it's something Griggs is familiar with. And Griggs is a rat. So this is what I'm saying. I know that comment when I see one. Griggs, I told you before, if you want to go to New Jersey, stop going to fucking Trenton, because that's literally the hoodest of the hoods. And you just go to the worst place in Jersey, and
it's
you're like,
up there.
oh,
That's actually-
Jersey
yeah.
shit.
Trenton sucks.
Yeah, tell you what, because you went to the worst. It's like choosing a Premier League team and choosing Chelsea. It's shit. You're not
Oh,
gonna enjoy
for fuck's
football.
sake.
You just chose Chelsea. Why would you enjoy it?
that's a
Stop
good
going to Trenton.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah,
I
it
would
is.
have
It
given
is.
you Newcastle. I would have given you anything else but Chelsea.
Let's
All
go
right,
back to you
fine.
because but we deflected a little bit, but now Daas is out of prison, and I know Daas always has a thing or two to say about Chelsea. But I actually want to ask you guys this: where would Chelsea be without Cole Palmer? Which, by the way, Vader, you can speak about him
Ooh.
because you're his former parent.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you were his
Came
parent.
through the
club.
academy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Very,
And
very promising.
you was his teacher basically. You set him up, and he was
Yeah.
ready for life. And you were like, you know what, Marshall, you're struggling, bro. You're my boy. Here you go.
We were
I get it.
oil brothers. I mean, I saw some weakness last season. I was like, you know what? I felt bad. There's so much wealth over here in terms of quality talent. I mean, Cole Palmer would have been frustrated having to share time with all the players that we do have. And I looked at Marshall and I was like, you know what, Marshall, here you go. Here you go. But as I gave him Cole Palmer, I never thought that Cole Palmer would be his best player for the season.
29 GA, Vader. 29.
Crazy. And you know what, Staffy? Marshall's actually very rude, whether it's in the group chat or on this channel, because he should be thanking me every damn day. Every
Oh
day when he
my
wakes up, he should be
God.
saying thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
100%.
because had it not been for Cole Palmer, you'd be struggling and down at the bottom of this league with Burnley. That's where you'd be. Cole Palmer's kept you up at 11th. Is that right?
Oh.
Up at 11th? Or
Well, they're 12th now.
It's
Because,
12th now. They're 12th now. They're
oh, my
12th.
bad. My bad.
Bro, they're
But,
accept
yeah,
cookies.
Marshall should be
so
thanking
it's
me
not
every
up.
damn day.
Listen, we got 12th last season without Cole Palmer. We could have probably gotten 12th somehow this season without Cole Palmer too.
No,
Not to
that's
say
a
I'm not
lie.
grateful for Cole Palmer. I am absolutely grateful for Cole Palmer, and thank you, Man City, for letting go of a great talent and giving it to us. But listen, I can't even
TJ
rebut
can't
that.
say
Really,
that.
I can't even rebut that. I am a defeated man right now.
He's underpaid though. I think I should ask for more money, but
The stat people out there are gonna. Well, listen. Thank you for Cole Palmer, but what the fuck did you guys do to Kovacic? What did you do? We gave you Kovacic. He was one of our best players.
No,
But I'm not gonna deflect to Man City. We'll
You're not gonna
come
do
back
that.
to that.
You're-
I have smoke for you, but no, it's. I'm so deflated. I can't. It's the stat people are gonna fucking say, "Hey, we're still undefeated since Liverpool." It's like, no, that's not, no. Like, it's games like these that really frustrate me. And it makes it even more frustrating. I can't even blame Podge.
Daas, what are you saying, bro? I mean, these guys, listen, we're being nice to him right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm saving my energy for later. We're being nice to him. This guy had 30-something plus shots against Burnley. 10 men and couldn't win, bro. Like, do you understand? Do you understand how embarrassing that is?
It's the same story as it's been all season, and Chelsea fans just refuse to accept reality. They refused to accept reality in December. They refused to accept it in October. They refused to accept it in August. They refused to accept it last season, and they still refuse to accept it today. Your players are shit. They're young. They're not good enough. On paper, yes, they have value, right? But that value is entirely based on potential because of their age, right? A player who's 20 years old who goes for 60 million is not because he's worth 60 million. It's because of the potential that he could be worth, right? It's market value. It's not player skill-based value. If the transfer market were based on ability and ability alone, Cole Palmer would have been the only person in that team who cost anywhere near 60 million because of the fact that he's coming from Manchester City. Every other player would be 20, 30 million max. Let me remind you, I paid 36 million for McAllister. But regardless of that, right?
Yeah, that's kind of shady.
This team it's entirely based on the players. Pochettino makes mistakes, but honestly, what manager who comes in for their first season at any team doesn't make mistakes, right? So like you can't put it all on him.
Daas.
Because he's coming into a sinking ship. That would be like getting angry at the first mate of the Titanic. It's like, I'm not the one who steered the fucking ship into an iceberg. I just have to deal with the consequences of us hitting an iceberg, right? The captain is in charge of the ship. Chelsea itself is just an absolute shitstorm. A lot of it was out of your control with Abramovich having to sell, and that's a whole different issue, right? But you brought in these new guys. Now you're stuck with it for 10 years or whatever because of the ridiculous clause. You brought in a bunch of people who had no idea how to build a football club, thought that all they had to do was throw money at the wall until something stuck. They wasted £1 billion, and now you're left with a team of a bunch of mismatched, potentials per se. When in all honesty, you had all the time in the world this summer to go out there and buy 2 or 3 experienced players who probably, honestly, how much did you pay for Mudryk? Like 90 million. You could have bought 3 experienced players
60,
in Europe.
Okay.
Whatever with the add-ons or whatever it was, even 60. You could have bought 3 experienced players for 60 million. Wataru Endo cost 19 million, and honestly, at the time, I was like, "What the fuck?" But he's turned out to be an absolute gem.
For him?
He's 60. He's gonna cost 90 after.
I want another
something.
15. I want another 15 for Cole Palmer. Then that's
get out of here, bro.
That's fair to ask for, actually.
You put the price tag on him. You should have known better, all right?
Regardless,
like it's not our fault. Man United bought Mason Mount for 70 or whatever, 60 million.
This guy is such a liar, bro. So every time someone says something, no, it wasn't this much. It was that much. But then you added 15 million on Mount's price.
But wait. Here's the trump to every single Chelsea fan's bullshit narrative right now, right? If you blame all of this on Pochettino, name me another manager in world football who with this team could do any better. Because honestly, I think that your max potential with this set of players is maybe Conference League. Maybe. And honestly, like who gives a shit about the difference between 12th and 16th? In my mind, anything below 5th place, who cares? Like I don't care how much further I fall.
Because I think below 6th, and I'm not just saying that in it, they're actually very similar. Because it's only like 3 points difference here and there.
But that's not even my point. It's like you're not European football. So like, what's the difference between 8th and 12th? Like they're
technically 3 points away from 8th, I believe.
I know, like that. We're not too off.
Who out there? What available manager? Because you can't just name Pep Guardiola. You can't just name Jurgen Klopp. What available manager could do better than Pochettino?
Zerbi, Ruben, Xabi Alonso.
Says who?
I mean, you asked me what manager. I said these managers have systems.
I said
these
available.
managers have tactics.
Xabi Alonso is not available.
Okay, Ruben, Zerbi, even Ten Hag. If he leaves United this season, he can do more. Tuchel. I'd rather these guys because they have more tactical prowess.
Bro, stop talking about Tuchel in 2024. This guy is benching Kim Min-jae for Eric Dyer.
Every Chelsea fan are in love.
Sorry to tell you, he's still in the Champions League, and he might even go to a final.
He's a Champions League. He's a cup manager. You can't really judge him for what he does.
If Tuchel loses to Arteta, oh my goodness.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
He will. Me
He
and
won't.
me
He
and
won't.
me
We have a
and
bet.
Marshall have a
We have a
friendly
bet.
bet there that he's
Yes.
gonna lose. I'm telling
But
you, bro.
you know, I don't want to dwell on Chelsea too much because I'm sure Staffy wants to move on to other football.
Yeah,
But
neither
you
do I.
know, to shut up, Vader. You better hope you win that semi. I swear to God. But to what you were saying, like, yes, I understand a manager in this situation. They're going to make mistakes. But the thing that frustrates me about Poch is up until the end of last year, he was making the same mistakes over and over and over and over. Levi Cole is not a left back. Enzo Fernandez should be in the left wing. Ben Chilwell is not a left winger. And he still played like Ben Chilwell in left wing in 2024. So it's like these mistakes that you're doing over and over and over again. This wasn't just one game. It wasn't just
But
two
why
games.
is he doing
it was
it?
multiple games. Because he doesn't want to play Ian Maatson at left back for whatever reason, because he's too short. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't trust Mudryk to play in left wing, even though this season Mudryk has shown now in recent games that he's doing much more effective stuff in left wing than Sterling. You know, why is he playing Enzo in the left wing? Because he doesn't want to shift to Conor Gallagher out of the 10, just precious Conor Gallagher, who is very on and off this season. So it's, again, like, I think this guy is a coward. He doesn't want to. And then when it comes to taking accountability, when he's asked, like, hey, why didn't Cole Palmer take the penalty? Oh, it's Cole Palmer's choice. You're going to leave it on the players to choose? Oh, if I go on the pitch and I say anything, I get a red card. Bro, come on. Take some accountability. Have some spine. Like, that's the one thing people liked about Tuchel, is at least he took accountability. When he was wrong, when he fucked up, he said it. So that's the thing. Like, this guy, like, he doesn't
Yeah,
help
but Tuchel
himself
also had
either.
accountable players. But I hear what you're saying.
I mean,
Tuchel had a much
it's
more accountable
frustrating.
players. Listen, you
It's
were one
frustrating.
Sterling headed
Pochettino
away.
saying Pochettino saying penalty takers is up to the player. That doesn't have anything to do with accountability. That's just telling you how he decides to manage. So I think there needs to be a little separation.
And that's very
But I
common
think
amongst
that
clubs.
was in
Yeah,
reference
I-
to
yeah,
that was in
no issue
reference to
with that.
Sterling's really bad game, by the
Liverpool-
way,
I have no
at
issue with
Brentford.
Yeah.
You know. No, but
Bro,
that
I'm
was
not-
in reference to
I'm
Sterling taking the penalty when he shouldn't have, and he missed it when it should have
Yeah,
been
no,
Cole
but you
Palmer
guys,
who's
listen, I'm
been
gonna be honest
not
with you.
missing
You
it.
guys,
That's up to the players.
There's no reason why
Player
Sterling should be
manager,
kicking that penalty.
There's always players managers who manage in a style that caters to players or caters to themselves. Like Conte, he caters to himself, and you either get with it or you're not there. And Pochettino is one of those where he caters to the players that he likes. That is just how he manages.
I mean,
That's
you
how
still
he
have the locker
manages.
room.
So by giving the onus onto the players to take those penalties, that is just how he manages. That's okay to have a problem with. I'm just saying that has nothing to do with accountability. He's literally being accountable by telling and transparent by telling you this is what he's doing, giving it up to the players to make that choice.
The only the very last thing I'll say is that if Chelsea, who have created so many games, they have created so many opportunities that they blunder. If your players were just 10, 15% better, none of you would be saying Poch out because you would be sitting sixth place, right? None of you would be saying this narrative. And that's where I find the hypocrisy to be. Because if your players would just do their fucking job, there wouldn't even be a conversation. But because they don't do their job, who do you point to? The guy at the top of the hill. And the guy at the top of the hill always gets the biggest, shtick. So, like, it's just, to me, it's just a full circle, roundabout of just straight up hypocrisy. And
I disagree. I think
Chelsea
that has to
are-
do with the system. That's about it.
He's making a very good point because, and I don't want to dwell too much over Chelsea and move on, but they are actually on a so their expected points, basically by the outcome of the games and how the games went, they're actually underachieving the amount of points that metrically they should have had. Whereas United were actually overachieving the points. We were supposed to be
course you
on
guys
36 points, something like that. We should have been, so to these metrics, we should have been lower than Chelsea. And just to remind you guys, that's the only difference between us and Chelsea. And I kept saying it all season, and that stat proves it to me, because I used to say on our day we would beat Chelsea. Not that I trust this team, but on our day, yes, we have more game winners. And that is the truth. We have been getting away with wins because we have match winners. We almost got away with one against Brentford when we scored late.
Yeah.
You guys don't have that, which is why you guys are sitting where you are. And Ten Hag is lucky to be sitting where he is. No way Ten Hag is the sixth. This team that I have, and
I
this
need
is a
some
good
Ten Hag
segue to
luck.
go to United. This is a good segue. Yeah. When he's there, listen, when he shakes Pochettino's hand, we'll see if that rubs onto him a bit of that luck. But
What?
that
Whoa.
he said he wants a bit of luck.
Hey,
So
yo.
I said one day, oh my god.
What?
He said he wants Ten Hag's luck. I said maybe when they shake hands, it will rub onto him. Some
Yeah.
luck. Stop doing that. Anyways, what was I saying?
Did you get the wham Marshall?
No, I'm sorry, Jacob.
You're a fraud. I knew.
Wah,
it. I should've
wah, there you
known.
go.
Last
There you
week,
go.
by
Wah,
what
wah.
you- by what you done? No, that's horrible. But what you've done by this and last week, you know what, Marshall, you've been found out.
I'll
Marshall
get it,
has been
Jacob. I
found
promise.
Marshall has been found that he has been a fraud, just like his team. But speaking of frauds, it's time to talk about my team.
Yeah,
'Cause
thank goodness.
Yes.
I'm disgusted
Thank
by
God.
my team. Bro. Stop it. Stop it.
How many minutes
What?
into that first goal?
You,
I
bro.
think it was a minute 13 seconds, something like that.
Let Staffy build it up. Let him build it up.
Yeah.
Did
go
you
ahead.
guys watch my watch along? I was
yeah.
laughing, bro. Vader, you were in the comments. I was laughing when we scored because I kept telling them in the watch along. I was like, "Watch, you're not gonna shit house and win. You're not gonna shit house and win." And when we scored, I swear I was hysterically laughing, bro, because I couldn't wait. I actually couldn't wait for people to say, "What is this Staffy guy bitching? We just picked up 3 points." And then we lost. I almost said we lost the game. We drew the game, and everyone went back to their holes. Everyone hid. Their caves are back. Everyone went under the bed. Everyone into the closet. All of them disappeared, bro. They were about to celebrate another shameless win. 81 touches in our box versus 15th place Brentford. I heard someone tell me that they had one win in 2024. I didn't even know that. They had one
Yeah,
win in this
they've been really
calendar
bad.
year. They had 33. Was it 33? 33
That's
shots.
elite. That is
Daas,
elite.
I felt like
Yeah.
I felt like it was 2009 again. I'm watching Prime Barcelona in the Champions League final. I was like, bro, this seems familiar. We did nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing, bro. And we almost shit house and win. And the audacity of that bold fraud to celebrate that goal, like it's a World Cup winning goal. I'm like, bro, are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you
Come
not
on,
ashamed?
man. What are you doing
Before the-
here?
Come on. Oh my God, Vader, I swear to God, if you defend this manager today, I'm
You're
not against
now-
this show.
Wait,
I'm
hold
not-
on, hold
Vader?
on, hold on.
You
Hold on.
didn't lose.
Vader,
No, listen.
Look
This
at
is
these
what's
guys.
It
crazy.
wasn't 10 men, Burnley.
You didn't lose.
This is what's
Nothing
crazy
as bad
about
as you,
Staffy.
Marshall. We know
Staffy,
this
you're
one.
watching the game. I get it. You're giving your critique. You're not happy with the style of play. You even predicted on how you're going to get this jammy goal. But you can't hate on Ten Hag celebrating after he brings on Marshall. Has Staffy said thank you for that player yet? Has he thanked you for that player?
God, I can't.
Yeah. Where's my thank
Where's-
you?
where's-
Where's my thank you?
Because had it
What was
not
it 80
been,
mil, 100 mil? You tell me the price.
Number
man.
7.
Can you
Number
stop
7.
taking
The
Yeah,
best
that's-
replacement of Ronaldo ever.
Can you
Yes.
stop taking the
Love
pick?
it.
I will create.
Yes.
I'll create 5 different cells right now and put all of you guys in it. Well, actually, I won't put Jacob. Jacob hasn't.
Bro, that's your number 7 though.
Fuck you.
Pass from
Oh
Spurs.
my God, 5 cells right now, bro. Are you joking with me, bro? This guy, by the
Only
way,
legends
this guy-
were the 7.
you do know
That's
that's
what
his
I'm
first
saying.
goal this
Manchester
season, right?
United legend.
it was an important goal.
Not
Wasn't
shocking.
that also his like
Vader,
first
Legendary
You're
goal,
shameless.
some may say.
Vader, you're actually
Some may
shameless.
say
Bro.
legendary.
You're
It was an
actually
important
shameless.
goal, and you're trying to poo-poo on
Ronaldo.
Ten Hag for
You're
celebrating.
actually shameless.
Heung-min
You're
Son.
actually shameless. You're
I
actually
heard
shameless.
Mount's
Bro,
going
he
on
just
loan
got
to Real Madrid.
You're
Think
being
about all the
shameless.
people.
Sterling.
Staffy, just think about
I will
all
not
the
speak
people.
until you guys are done being shameless.
Mason
Just
Mount.
okay, but I just want you to think about this.
You know
don't
what?
have
I'ma
to
put
speak. You can
myself
just
in this
imagine.
zone.
This is imagine. This is just yeah. So just imagine all the people that were like Mason Mount 7 kit, and they went and got 7 Mount on the bag, and they're loving what they saw. Yes, it was a draw, but Mount, look at where he's at now.
Yeah.
You know what, Staffy?
Thank
Honestly,
you. I don't want to speak. Thank you. I'm gonna say
Staffy,
this cell. You guys
Suleiman,
can
you
speak.
are
Go ahead,
real
dog.
You guys are
Go ahead.
shameless, bro. You guys are actually
Listen,
shameless.
I feel like you're actually a little bit ungrateful, and like to kind of listen. Hold on,
agree.
because
Agreed.
hold on, because I actually have like justified reasons, right? Currently, Manchester United are sitting at 48 points.
Those were
Right?
equal. Those were equal
40
chats. You got
40
serve your
40
time, Staffy.
48 points in 29 games played, right? And you've got no goal difference, 0. That might be
You're
the
muted.
first time in
The wonderful
history.
stat.
That might be the first time in history I've ever seen that in April, where a team who I
Guys, be
believe is in.
serious.
I am being serious, bro.
Guys,
You-
you're
you-
saying I
you-
should be grateful. You
One
can't
second.
say be grateful. and
Allow
tell
me
you're
to
being serious.
finish. Allow me to finish. Currently, You're in 6th place, which means that you could get European football on
Daas,
zero
be
goal
serious.
difference. On
Yes.
0
yes.
goal
Speak
difference.
on it.
It's true.
Name-
Speak on it.
You
Name
guys are
Daas.
absolutely embarrassing. I am
Name
embarrassed
another
to be
manager who could
Guilty
do
to
associated.
be
that.
in your position.
I
right
Name
now.
another
know.
manager in
Yeah.
world football who could
I
get
have
you
your manager
Europe
menace
with
results.
no
It
goal
could
I am
difference.
definitely
embarrassed.
And
I am
it starts against
embarrassed.
Liverpool at home.
I am embarrassed to be sitting right now on this panel associated with 5 frauds that watch Manchester United football this whole season. What is it, 29 or 30 games? And they're trying to tell me I should be grateful? Grateful for what, bro? What do you want me to be grateful for?
Staffy,
Minerals
there's no
now,
other
baby.
You want
team.
punch?
There's no
Maybe
other
some
team in the
minerals.
league with a 0 goal difference. You're the only one.
And what should
You're
I
the
be
only one.
grateful
You're
for,
special.
Das?
You're
Das,
special.
I have less goals than Luton.
Yeah, but you're only 9 points off of Tottenham. You're only
Yeah,
9
who should I
points
be
off of
grateful for?
Tottenham.
Okay,
You're a
I'm gonna allow
fraud.
you to finish. Who should I be grateful for?
You should be
The manager or the
grateful.
place?
You should be grateful for everyone at the club because they're the reason why you're 9 points and 1 game in hand behind Tottenham with no goal difference. There actually is a future. There's potential reality
Come on,
that you could
Glazers.
get into the
Come on,
fucking
Glazers.
Champions League. You could get into the Champions League. It's possible.
I gave the people
and then you would have
a
to be grateful.
chance to put wafflers in a cell. And Das has been waffling for 10 minutes and no one put him in a cell. This
5 minutes.
guy is
5 minutes.
actually telling United fans that we should be grateful and we should make Champions League. Are you Stevie Wonder? Is that how you want?
Can I make
Do
a
you
comment
watch
real
games with
quick?
your back?
Can I make a comment real quick? Staffy, you're gonna end up being right about one thing this season. Is that Onana is actually world class for keeping you guys at the 0 goal difference that you
Yeah, and what does that not get talked about
and
anymore?
you did a
Can
great
tell me?
you did a great job. You should be grateful because that's one of the takes that you actually got right, is that he is actually saving
Just
your
one.
team.
Oh,
No, just one. I swear to God, Marshall, you are 30 minutes away from where I
He's
live.
also-
Bro,
he's
you're
also
gonna see
costing
me.
his team now.
You're gonna see me
He's
break
also
through
costing his
that
team now.
stupid blue wall behind you, that stupid blue door, and I'm gonna punch the shit out of you if
I'm
you
pretty
say
sure
that.
that's a closet. So you're gonna come out of the closet and beat the shit out of him?
It's a door. Bro. First of all, hey yo. Secondly, it looks like a door. Oh, it is a closet. You know the
It's a
other knob
closet.
was
It's a
the
closet.
other
It's a
knob was
closet.
hiding behind his chair, so I thought that was the door.
Fucking
Well, wherever
nearly
your
fell out of
door
the
is,
chair.
wherever your door is, you're gonna hear, "Hello, it's me, Marshall."
That's definitely not what that sounded like, but
What'd you say?
nothing.
What'd you say? I missed
Hey
it.
yo,
Nothing.
Anyways, by the way, Vator, I see your timer is expiring there. Sunshine doubled down on you being in this cell, so you enjoy an extra 5 minutes after this one ends.
I'm sorry, Vader.
Anyways, can you be for real though,
I'm
Das?
not.
Come on, are you done being shameless? Can we actually talk for real?
Listen. No, Staffy. You guys are so beyond fucking lucky. Like Ten Hag is shit. Everyone knows it. Your players are shit. You have a disgusting leadership. You have awful culture at your club. You overplay the worst players in the world. Bruno Fernandes is a piece of shit. Marcus Rashford is a piece of shit. Right? But ultimately, to be where you are right now, you are incredibly lucky.
Ten Hag's in a
You're
worse
at no-
position than Poch.
you're
Hold
at-
that
you're at-
sunshine, you fraud.
You're at no goal difference and you're sitting in 6th. Like that's fucking unheard of. You should be in 12th. You should be where Chelsea is.
Reset the timer, Vader.
You should be at 30 points right now, to be honest with you. You guys should be so deep in the mud that Manchester is literally burning down. But unfortunately, you guys are the luckiest, dodgiest shithouse team in the world. And you almost pulled it off against Brentford, who deserved to beat
Hold
you
that,
5-0.
Staffy.
They deserved to beat you 5-0 that game, and you almost fucking won.
I like LA Daas.
Yes, you
LA
are.
Daas is
And you
cooking right now.
and you should be fucking grateful for how lucky you are. Because in any other alternate universe, you're literally in 15th place. You're probably fighting for fucking.
You're lucky I'm in the
relegation.
cell and I can't argue back.
Yeah, well, stay in the fucking cell.
respect the mute, respect the mute. And Mike, you're getting really angry and loud right now. Maybe you need to go do some more yoga out there in
I'm
LA,
sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry. My bad. I am using my
release
Open
your
up your
chakras,
chakras,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your
I'm
chakras.
using
bro.
my outdoor
Release your
chakras.
chakras.
Yeah, release those chakras, bro.
Unleash and release. You know,
Oh wow, wow.
the
Now-
chakras.
This is funny because when we go from speaking about Chelsea, then speaking about United, and I hear both of these ungrateful Spoiled.
What?
You're on mute. You're on mute.
No, I'm not on mute.
No. Okay, but let me finish this point. To hear
I'm
about,
not ungrateful.
I gotta
I deserve to
I
be
gotta
mad.
complain about my
Oh, please.
manager. I gotta complain about my manager celebrating a goal for a player that got subbed on, ragged with injuries this season, and he's able to have an impact. But I'm so filled up with hating this manager that I gotta express and say, how dare he celebrate the goal?
That's another 5 for Staffy. That's another 5, by the way.
You know what? Here's the thing is, and here's
Make it
the
8.
thing is if Mikel Arteta did that, he would have gotten a straight red, sent off. He'd be watching the next game. Of the
100%.
You should be lucky.
Main character syndrome.
So lucky.
The goddamn mute.
This is my
Respect the mute, Staffy. It's
Wah.
your own rules. Your rules. I didn't write them. Anyway,
No, my
all I'm
rules.
saying
But
is,
yes.
I think
I
you
understand
should be,
him coming
I
off
think you
mute,
should
TJ. Don't be center stage.
Extremely.
Thank you, Vader.
Oh, don't side with him, Vader. Look, he's not your boss. You're not going to get a raise, bro. Relax. Anyway, what I'm saying is,
God damn.
I'm from the guy who wanted a sticker today.
Hey, mute.
Oh,
Mute.
wow. Okay, go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
no. All I'm saying is look, Staffy, you're going to end up being right about things. You're going to end up being wrong about things. Here's the thing: is that Mason Mount actually ended up being a net gain for you. Now you need to be listening. Now you need to listen to me. You need to listen, because without this
Bro
guy,
getting cooked in there. They turned the AC off in the jail cell. TJ said,
I just
"Let's
want to
make it
say,
all
Surfer,
mustard."
I appreciate trying to free me, but unfortunately, this fraud Ozan Kabak doubled down, so it's 12.
big up Ozan every time. Big up Ozan every time.
I will
But
be.
without,
I will be out soon.
here's the thing, and you
Well,
can
you
call
got 5
me
more
having
minutes on the 2. You actually have 7 minutes left. Sorry. Go ahead, teacher.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You could say that I have main character syndrome, and then I will yield my time. You could say I have main character syndrome, but you know who? I just want to say thank you, because I thought that my team was embarrassing signing Chelsea rejects, but you know what? You just took the cake. So I really appreciate you doing that for me. That's a selfless thing that Eric Ten Hag did. And look, at the end of the day, you got the point, and you never know how important that point is going to be in getting you back into Europe. So I good for you. Good for all of the Man United fans in the chat. I see all of you guys. Congratulations. You might get back there. And you know what? Eric Ten Hag.
All right.
And
Thank
he
you,
deserves it,
Surfer.
bro.
I couldn't wait to get out. You cannot say you need
Let's
to
go
be grateful
backstage
for
then,
Mount.
yeah? We'll go backstage.
Let's go back. I'm not going to go backstage. I'm going to fight you in front of everyone right now. That's number one. First of all, Vader, you fucking hold that. Secondly, see Jacob, that's my first F-bomb. this is how angry they got me, bro. I'm sitting here telling
one.
you.
I haven't said one.
Jacob
I'm
hasn't
telling
even
you
said
all
anything
day.
yet. Jacob has not said one word yet.
And who said, "Oh, Jacob, please don't get me demonetized today"?
Bro,
And I've heard
this is
3
how
F-bombs
angry they got
before
me.
I've even said one.
No,
So-
that's my first one. This is my first one. Anyways, you absolute fraud. Stop saying be grateful. You guys are so disingenuous. You guys are all going to hell for these garbage takes you've been giving.
Whoa!
Bro, shut
Come
up,
on.
Das. No. I'm gonna, bro, let me speak right now.
That was
You guys
serious,
are absolutely
Staffy.
disingenuous. Yes, especially for you, Das.
Well, I believe in that place, so I can't go there.
Anyways, I don't care what you believe. Just like how I don't care what you believe about Ten Hag and this team. Because there's no
Crazy
way
after
you guys
Easter
watch
too.
this shit football that United play, and you're telling me, oh, but he made a sub and he brought on Mason Mount and he scored a goal. Why should I care? Why should I care
He
when
made the
I am
correct
getting
sub.
dominated by Brentford all game? Any of you guys here that would go to Brentford and get cooked the way we got cooked,
I didn't.
you would be raging. You would be pissed. You wouldn't be accepting it. I know
2
TJ
weeks
would
ago.
go to his squeaky ass little voice. I'm gonna sit down now, and he's gonna go call Lee Gunner. He's gonna put him in his channel right away so they can both rage at him. You already know what you're gonna do, bro. You already know that.
Staffy, can I just say something real quick? Our
This is the last
Chelsea
time you can
reject, our Chelsea reject also scored against Brentford twice, but we beat him. So
He should have been sent off.
Your Chelsea reject also has more yellow cards than Cuti Romero, by the way.
Anyways, anyways.
Always got to
this
bring back
team-
Kuti.
Listen,
and I have main character syndrome. But go ahead.
I don't
anyways,
have main character
this-
syndrome. I just want to put some respect on Cuti Romero and myself because I think I'm the Cuti Romero of the F-bombs here on the channel because y'all just
you
have
done
this
disturbing my flow?
agenda against me. You think I am the one who demonetized the channel whenever Marshall said it, Daas said it, you said it.
Are you done
Oh,
disturbing
look
my
at
flow?
me.
I need vindication on my name, just like
you done
Cuti Romero.
You absolutely killed my flow.
Be grateful, Staffy.
No, I'm not grateful. Stop telling me to be grateful today. It's not Thanksgiving, bro.
Every day's
Been-
Thanksgiving when
Bro, they've been
you're a
telling me
United
all
fan.
day to be grateful, bro. I
feel
have
like
a
it's
shit
Thanksgiving
life.
right now.
I'm a United
Bro,
fan. There's nothing to be
You should
grateful
be.
for,
You
bro.
should be in 15th. Come on,
And Martin,
relax. It could be worse.
Das, you guys, and I said this on my watch along, and Vader will remember this because big up Vader. He's the only one that actually watches my watch alongs here. I said this when we were drawing. It was before we even scored. I said I don't want to be fake rich. People out there like to pretend that they're rich. They go to the flea market, they buy a Gucci belt, they buy the Pradas, they buy the Hermes, they buy all that. They buy all that fake stuff and they post on Instagram. Look, I look rich. Look at this. Look at that. I'm not trying to fake rich. I'm trying to actually be rich. I'm not trying to fake a Champions League spot. I'm trying to be an actual European, a good European side. I'm not trying to go back to the Champions League and finish last place. You guys are telling me to be grateful when I'm not trying to shithouse. I'm the only person who's been standing on business since the beginning of the season, not talking about top 4, top 5, all that crap, because we're not good enough. We are 11 points behind Villa. 11 points behind Villa, and you're telling me to be grateful. If I ask all of you guys right now for your predictions beginning of the season, for the top 6 or your Premier League predictions, none of you guys would have had Villa ahead of us. Most of us had United in top 4, including myself. So why is it insane for me to not be celebrating fake stuff when we're getting a fake equalizer and a fake winner? We are 29 games in with there's no style of play, bro. There's absolutely no style of play. Everyone talks about the injuries, including that fraud Vator saying the injuries. The Brentford game, we only had Luke Shaw out. Everyone was there except for Luke Shaw. And half of this fan base doesn't even rate Luke Shaw. I'm one of the few that rates him. They all say he's shit. So if he's shit and you have everyone bar him, why are we playing crap football? Please explain that to me. Oh, I'll tell you why. Because he left McTominay on the pitch again. He has Casemiro on the bench, who he signed. He has Matt on the bench, who he signed. He has Amrabat on the bench, who he signed. He has Anthony on the bench, who he signed. But we're making excuses for him. Oh, he doesn't have his players. The team that lost last year 4-0 to Brentford, only 3 players from that starting 11 started the Saturday game. Rashford, Bruno, and Dalot. Those are the only 3 that started. So that team that got pumped for is not the same team that should have gotten pumped on the weekend. So it's exactly. Let me take Vader out of it. So it's not even the same team. They're absolutely different. So you guys, listen, I understand if you want to be disingenuous and do the shameless thing, since we're on the show here and we're supposed to have some fun. But if you for real, because Vader scares me. Vader actually scares me. I look at Vader and I'm like, yo, Vader is being serious. I don't see a smirk. I don't see a JK. I don't see an LOL. Vader is actually sitting here. And you know what scares me the most? Vader is the person here that should know the most about winning. He knows what it is to win. He knows what it is to have a good team. And he looks at this is like, yeah, Staffy, be grateful. Excuse me?
Yeah. Okay.
Vader is having dinner with a silver spoon. I'm sitting on the floor, and Vader's like, Staffy, be grateful. And then he just goes back into his steak.
No,
He starts
here's
cutting
why.
his steak again with his golden knife and his
Here's why.
golden fork.
No. Here's why. Because all you see right now is me eating with the silver spoon and silver fork and knife and all the trimmings. I was eating out of a garbage can, picking out scraps. I still remember that. So when I tell you be grateful, you're nowhere near that. And like Daas said, you could easily be 15th. With these players that you don't value, with these players that have been injured, with these players that aren't performing, it doesn't all fall onto the manager that you're so quick to remind Chelsea fans about. All this does not fall back to...
That's beautiful.
Okay.
But I don't do a Marshall. The difference between me and Marshall is that I actually call these players crap. Let me tell you something, Vader. As United fans right now, from that starting 11, rate the 3 players that have played the best. Onana, Delo, Menu. I died on a hill for these guys. All the
Okay.
guys that I rate are actually now getting rated. All of a sudden, oh my God, look, Staffy actually knows ball. Delo, that he's been saying for years he's better than Bissaka. Well, guess what? Oh, he's our player of the season. Onana right now preventing us from goals. And by the way, he's number 1 right now in the stat. Most goals prevented. He's at a 5.0. He's prevented 5 whole goals. He's number 1 right now in the charts.
Who brought that player in? Who's player signing? Because you're quick to
Vator.
no.
How
Staffy,
about
Staffy.
everyone else?
Okay, but that's just it. You're quick to say, "Oh, this manager brought in this player, and he's not even touching pitch." But then you want to bring in. You don't want to
Because
bring
he's
up.
benching them. Why are you acting like he's not benching them?
He's benching them for a reason, though. You don't want to
What
give
is the
this
reason?
manager any credit.
Tactical.
You just want to crash it on him. That's
Bro,
all you want to do.
so you're telling me
And I'm
he
telling
gave
you-
me like 9 duds and gave me 1 good player who, by the way,
And
no one
Casemiro
rated but
wasn't a
me.
dud when he went to you guys, by the way.
I don't care.
Just
I never
saying.
wanted Casemiro, and I want this guy gone ASAP, bro. I don't want to see
Yeah,
this guy.
they were bigging up Casemiro's the best DM. What, the first year
Yeah,
that he
dude, I
played?
wanted
What was I
Casemiro.
saying? What was I saying? What clip went viral in the summer on the terrace of someone saying Saudi Arabia coming for Casemiro? Was it maybe it was me? Maybe it was me. That's what I'm saying, bro. All the players that I
Main
freaking
character
rate,
syndrome. I have no idea.
it's not main character syndrome because you're saying what fans are saying that I didn't say. I'm just saying the players that I rate are actually the ones performing
Everyone
right
answers
now.
for their fan base here. You're not absolved of anything, in my opinion.
I can answer for my fan
Boom.
base, but here's the thing: I attack my fan
that.
base all the time. I beef with my fan base more than I beef with anyone else.
So does TJ,
So it's
but I'm still
okay.
going to dunk on his head top.
Listen, it's okay.
beef
No,
with my
but
fan
here's
base
the
a
thing:
lot, too.
I
That
don't
is
sit
true,
on
actually.
the fence. I don't sit on the fence though, Jacob. I'm very I'm very blunt with
Hold
what I
back,
say.
TJ, you fraud.
No, I'm not even referring to TJ. With my fan base, a lot of them, bro,
Would've been
wait
better
for
if you
players
were.
to play good to say, oh, he's my player now. But when I say this in the beginning, and these players are now actually performing and saving this manager's job, no one wants to say anything about that. They just want to call me negative. I can't be negative when I'm calling shots before the shots are taken. I'm calling the
I
shots
really need
before
the
they
Wawa
happen. Bro.
soundboard.
Okay.
What?
I really need the Wawa. Jacob's right. Wah.
Anyways,
Wah,
man,
wah.
just get your final second move on. You guys piss me off, bro. I can't
Alright.
wait for the Arsenal
Does he
second.
have the
Be grateful.
the sad song?
No,
I don't want to hear you
anything,
again,
Jacob.
Vator.
Sorry. Let you
Stay
down.
quiet.
I just
Listen.
can't believe Staffy. He has 2 Christmas hands under his arms and he's crying because he has no bread, man. It's unbelievable, bro.
Anyways, I'm moving on from this segment. You guys are unserious people.
look at
And
the
I will
table.
remember this, TJ. The next time you rage and you need your maracas because you're rattled, I will not come to your support. I will let Jacob absolutely piss
You guys
off.
were
and make
literally cooking me all day in the group chat, like, and you guys were
Yeah,
both
you were getting dunked
doubling
on.
up.
Yeah.
Pause. It's just the way that it is.
Whoa.
yo.
Hey,
I said pause.
hey.
I said pause.
I'm a married
That doesn't
man.
make it
No
right.
diddy,
What do
whatever.
you mean by that? What do you mean?
Bye, Jacob.
Auspiciously.
Bye,
out
Jacob.
here.
Big up football
Jose, you're
capital
a fraud.
saying
He didn't play center
Can we
back,
talk
he
about
played
Spurs
no
now?
back.
Because we deflected
on.
Spurs so that Jacob would talk, and now he's back in the cell. So we might as well just talk
Oh,
about the
Jacob's
Spurs.
in the studio. Let's get it. Let's get it.
big up
Youngman
football
Daddy
capital for
and
the super chat.
Cutimero.
Let me just read the super chat. Big up football capital for the super chat saying
You
salute the
got nothing
gringos
bad to say
on
about
the
Kuti,
panel.
Not one
Can I
foot
read
wrong
the super
today.
chat, man?
Not
cliche.
one. No one can speak on Kuti with lies
He didn't-
like
he
TJ.
didn't- He didn't have a red card, so he did pretty well.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
Can I read the super chats so I can
Yes,
put you in the
yes.
cell? Big up football capo for saying salute the gringos on the panel. Vader, Manx, or Wanks.
Hold that.
I don't
Vader.
know.
Hold
I
that,
actually
Vader.
don't. I actually don't know
Hold
what
that,
Manx is.
Vader.
I mean, Vader isn't a Mank. He's a Manchester City fan that lives in Canada.
He's
I'm
a
assuming
Close
Canadian.
enough.
But he can't be a Mank because it's like he doesn't live in Manchester.
He's a Kank.
His heart's there. His heart and his brain are there when he represents City. So
Is
close enough for
he
me. Or you want to
addressing
do the
that to me or
geographical
addressing it
location
to you?
thing, Staffy? Since
I
it's
think
not a
to
match
you
going-
because he's an Arsenal fan.
Yep.
He said
My
he
guy.
said Vader in
Okay.
the chat earlier.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I beg up Ozan Kabak for putting us all out of our misery. Let's put this guy in here. Let's move on.
Ozan,
It in
you're
the
a
cell because
fraud.
Udogi
I'm
should have
gonna respect the
scored.
mute as much as Staffy.
Yeah, but dude, come on, bro. Udogi's a fucking fullback. Like what are we doing here?
You goatee.
Relax. Shut your mouth.
I'm literally gonna focus on the mute button and keep muting you every time you unmute.
You goatee.
Big up Ozone.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up, man. I mean, now that he's in the cell, do we even move on to Spurs, bro? I honestly listen. I don't
Briefly,
care to talk about
briefly.
Spurs. Let's touch on Spurs, but I really don't care because listen, I know what happens with Spurs every week. Spurs get a win, everyone stays quiet. Spurs lose or draw, and I feel like everyone has an overreaction. I'm gonna get accused again of being a Spurs twerker, but here's the thing: Spurs are doing exactly everything I expected from them this season. And Vator, if you can turn on the timer for Jacob, please. Spurs are doing exactly everything that I thought they would do this season, which is improve slowly and have some hiccups along the way. When you really compare them to like a Chelsea as an example, both of them should be on the same boat because both of them had a rebuild. New managers coming in, 2 disappointing seasons last season. Of course, Vader and Daas, I know that the context to how much Chelsea have done, they probably should have been better. But I'm just talking about the idea that there are 2 new teams with 2 new identities, with 2 new managers that are not expected to excel in the first year. I feel like Ange is actually on track. He's not overdoing it, and he's not
beyond track. What do you mean?
I think he's overachieving
He's
for sure.
overachieving.
He's 5th. I don't think this. Maybe he's
look at how many
He's
injuries.
Ange Postecoglou.
Hold on. Look at how many injuries. First off, when Spurs were like at their best possible point, they play a game and they lose 4 players and they get a player sent off. So they lose 4 to injury and a player gets sent off. And yet somehow they're still 7 points off of Man City. Let me just.
So you guys are all twerking for Spurs.
We're not twerking for Spurs.
No.
I'm not twerking.
We're acknowledging the truth. We're acknowledging the truth.
But when I say I was a twerker, this is why I like you guys. You know. There's a certain show that I go on.
This is such a polarizing stream. You hate us and you love us.
Yeah, I hate it. See, I like you guys when we don't talk about United.
Hate and love are 2 things, 2 feelings, the same spectrum. Just saying.
You know what? Someone is gonna go clip this right now. He's gonna get the segment where I blew up like a volcano, screaming at you guys, saying I hate you guys, and now he's gonna put this, and it's gonna be like, you know, the SpongeBob thing. 2 minutes later, and then it's like, oh, I love you guys.
Spurs have been doing a fantastic job given all of the road bumps that they have had this season. There have been many games where Spurs are the better team on the pitch and they lose the game. Aston Villa is one that immediately jumps out to me earlier on in the season, but I feel like I've seen the same thing over and over. Today, however, Spurs did not deserve a point. I feel like West Ham fully deserved that point. Today was getting away scot-free.
Hold that.
Especially that final chance towards the end of the game. There were a couple breaks. Honestly, Antonio, after Van de Ven just slips on his ass, Antonio's got a one-on-one clear shot, and he kicks it right at Vicario, right? Who's been very good this season. And so, but ultimately, Spurs are just Spurs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even though they are doing good, it's like I just don't really care. But at the same time, like, you have to call a spade a spade. They're doing a great job giving all of the hindrances that are going there that are coming at them this season. And Ange has been an excellent first-year manager. It'll be very interesting to see if this will change with the fully healthy side. That's what I'm most curious about. Next season, fully healthy. Is it going to be the same thing? Are we going to see the same Spurs per se? But yeah, it's really hard to say anything bad about a team that's been decimated and it's only 8 points off of third place.
Can I say something real quick? Yeah, no. I also want to say that there are a lot of ungrateful Spurs fans that are already out there calling for Ange Postecoglou's head. When I honestly think
no more of that word today. No more ungrateful.
That word's triggering Staffy. Let's not.
Oh, okay. My okay.
Insolent.
Okay, that's fine. We'll use that word. Yeah, unappreciative. I'll use that word. Thank you, Marshall. No, they're unappreciative of what this guy has done, because I think any other manager that has coached this team in the last 2 or 3 years with these players, with the situation that he came into Spurs with, I predicted you guys were going to get 8th or 9th. And the fact that you guys are fighting for Europe, I think, is an absolute miracle. And the fact that people in your fan base, not saying you, Jacob, because I know you twerk for Ange and you have like kangaroos all over your house and shit.
Wow.
But there are people in Spurs land that say this isn't good enough. We want more. We want more. We want more. I have not met a more spoiled, idiotic fan base in my entire life. Yep. And I'm not saying you, Jacob. I'm saying others that are not great Sorry.
you can say
Unappreciative
Jacob.
of where you're at right at this moment. Just got to say.
And I mean, you got to take into consideration too. It's not like Ange Postecoglou came from PSG and Spurs. It's not like he came from Ajax. He came from Celtic. No one expected anything from him. I didn't want him at Chelsea because he came from Celtic. No, I'm not disrespecting Celtic, but Celtic
Bye, TJ.
Premier League,
Bye,
Celtic
Free.
Premier League. It's just a total different animal. So I
All
didn't want him
right.
at the club at the time.
All right.
Also, I didn't know.
All right. All right. All right.
Wait, I didn't get a chance to go. I didn't get a chance to speak.
I'm sorry, Vader, but it's Jacob's turn now.
You know, when El Padrino enters the room, everyone. All right. The Papa's here. Papa Bear has arrived. Look.
You drew the
was
game,
today-
Papa Bear. You shouldn't have that much chest.
Hold
You
that.
conceded a goal to
You're
someone
now
who
9
kicks
points
cats.
behind Tottenham
Just saying.
Hotspur. You're a fraud. So
And I never said we'll finish ahead. Next time you see Griggs cooking, because he said we'll finish ahead of you guys. But go ahead.
I know he's just been emotional since Greece got knocked out the Euros, which I sympathize.
Hold that, Griggs. You
Um,
pussy.
No, don't hold that, Griggs. I was actually very upset about it too. Look, wasn't great today. We have a problem in the final third. That's evident. This isn't the first time I've seen it. This ain't going to be the last time I see it. But if Timo Werner, didn't act like Erling Haaland on the day, he could have had 2 goals. But instead, what did he do at the far post with his outside foot? He missed. Or he just wasn't there. Just like Erling Haaland. He said, how can I be the best blonde-headed
talk about
baller
Haaland.
that I can be? I'll model my game after Erling Haaland.
How
And I'll just
dare
go far post. Oh, is this a clear chance for me to be there? No, I'm not going to be there, or I'm going to shank it. Not good enough. Not good enough
but
all
what
around.
about-
Uncreative. I'm very disappointed in James Maddison. He's done this thing, and this is what Leicester fans warned us about, but I didn't listen. No, they said a tornado's coming out. I said, fuck your tornado. But guess what happened? The Leicester fans, they say this is what happens with James Maddison. He comes out the gates firing. You thinking, wow, and dreaming, where can we be? Maybe in Maui a year from now, shacked up on the damn what's a hammock called? A hammock swinging back and forth. You start dreaming. You start
That's
wondering,
TJ.
what can
He's-
this be?
he's the beach guy
Is this
here.
real life? And then he gets injured, and then he doesn't come back as well as he was before the injury. And then he does that and just kind of meanders around for the rest of the season. And so far, that is literally coming true for us.
Purple patch.
It's very
fan, somebody
unfortunate.
call him.
Wait, can I ask you something, Jacob? For real.
Yeah.
Because I have to hold corn because of this prediction. See, for people who think, oh, Staffy never admits when he was wrong. I'll talk about a prediction that I got horribly wrong. I said in the beginning of the season, and I had the right to say it at the time because he was absolutely balling. I said Bissouma would have a better season than Rice. And I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, you're getting
What?
cooked about that no
Is
matter
that why
what.
you got?
You're
is
not
that
even
why
there
got
and they're
accused of
cooking you
being a
about
twerker
it.
for Spurs? Was that one of the
He does
examples?
not twerk
That
for
was one of the
Spurs.
first reasons.
Oh,
Yeah, that was one of the first reasons.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
but-
that's one of
the
those.
That's one
thing
of the
is,
first twerks.
let me tell you, Vader, I will say anything good about any team, but it might be someone's first time watching me. So they'll be like, oh, he's a United fan, but he twerks for XYZ. So it's like, oh, someone might walk in for the first time. Who's the Staffy guy? Oh, he's complimenting City. He must be an undercover City fan. No, I just have a brain. But anyways, what happened to Bissouma, sir?
He has put me in the mud, is what he's done officially.
Bro, give it up. These Arsenal.
I
fans
said
just
last
give
week
it
as
up.
well that I would start him versus Luton to give him a chance to right the wrongs. The curse began with Luton away. Why not cure it? Luton at home. And for the first 45, he reminded me of Tanguy and Ndombele. The way he was so unenthusiastic with his movements and so lethargic with his passes. And again, the first 45 was that. And it was just a reluctance to receive the ball and turn and drive up the pitch. He doesn't want to progressively carry the ball anymore. I don't know
gotta
why.
cut you off.
He did
Like,
it 2-3 times in
I
the
gotta
second
cut you off.
half, but
I gotta cut you off because you
oh,
kind of just brushed over Luton. I'd like to speak about Luton, and I'd like
yeah,
some
3
vindication,
points.
please.
Dub
Oh,
City.
no.
Vindication, please.
Not Luton
Because
again.
you guys, especially you, Jacob,
Oh, I see where this is going.
you had the rudeness.
Don't let him do this.
You're on mute. Quiet. You had so much chest, so much base to talk about me when I addressed Luton as a tough game. Now, I'd like to hear your perspective on Luton, sir.
Shout out to
Respect the
Ace
Mad
Trump.
Hatters is what I'm gonna say, because yes, we did get all 6 points against them, but they were not easy points like when we played Manchester United at first, or like when we played and got all 3 points versus Daas.
So do you still believe that Alex
Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
Guy, bro.
Shout out Joel Matip.
Shout out Paul.
Let me
T.
out, please.
Honestly, bro, someone put Jacob back in. Why do we even let him out, man?
Listen,
As I'm saying, Ainge Postecoglou,
I want to
none
know
of this
about
is
this
indicative
transitional
of
defense.
his philosophy.
Just-
So y'all
counter
talking
defense is
about
awful.
Celtic, y'all talking about look, Ainge Postecoglou
Where was Van de Ven today?
is the one.
Where
he was
where
out
the
there.
fuck?
He
Where
made
the
one
fuck- yeah,
mistake.
No, he
He
made
made one
two
mistake.
mistakes. He made 2 mistakes. He gave up a clear opportunity to Antonio, and on the header from Kurt Zuma, he puts
Nope.
probably
Header from
the
Kurt
worst-
Zuma. Nope. That is a man marking issue, which is a structural issue, which leads me back to Ryan Mason, the
He
fraud.
should have reached
He got
the
a head
ball.
injury
He should have
years
reached the ball at
ago,
the
and that
front
head
post.
injury is now crept in as CTE. And he thinks that we can defend like this. He thinks, no, just leave Vicario out there in no man's land. And if anyone's going to help him, let it be James Madison, the second smallest dude on the squad next to Pedro Porro. Okay? So before you start blaming Sicario, before you start saying Van de Ven, where was he? 2 mistakes in 90 minutes. Look, he made one mistake in 90 minutes. That header, he literally was unmarked, ran and got in front and in between of Basuma and Van de Ven.
Van de Ven should have gotten to the ball first. He mistimed his run. I'm sorry. He
Bruh,
mistimed
he
his
was
jump.
marking the dude in front of him. I believe it was Mikel Antonio.
He jumped for the ball. Van de Ven tries to clear the ball, completely mistimes it. It goes right over his head,
He
right
didn't
onto
completely
Kurt Zuma.
mistime it. You're being
Respect,
dramatic. You just
boss.
wish you
Who's
had
the
Van de
be-
Ven.
who's
You're
the
upset
better-
that you passed up on Van de Ven. You know that Virgil van Dijk is aging, and you need the next Netherlands
You're
great
right.
thing.
You're
And
right.
guess
You're
what?
right.
We got
The
it.
best center
Y'all
back in the
passed on
world
it.
this season
You
is
said,
aging.
no, this girl's not ready yet. And we said, she's a superstar, baby.
Who's the better center back, Van de Ven or Dragusin?
Oh, come on.
What kind of fucking question is that?
respect Van de
Obviously,
No, I
Ven?
just-
Bro,
obviously
wanna-
Dragusin.
I just want to know.
you guys are just so shameless. I
What?
hate this show, bro. I hate this show so much.
What?
So much, bro. You guys are
Answer
just
the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Because you're talking about, oh man, who can line up against the best center back in the league, Cudi Romero? Who can make Cudi Romero better? Jacob, tell me.
Jesus Cristo, maybe. That's about it.
Van de Ven is their best center back, 100%.
I agree.
No shit.
I agree with that. I agree that Van de Ven is their best center
And
back.
You're frauds.
Dragusin, listen,
All of you.
Dragusin, I said this
The
to
man
Jacob
has not
earlier
even
in the
played a
season.
full season yet, and y'all telling me he's better than a dude who doesn't miss time. Except for that one red card thing. But
You know who doesn't miss time? You know who doesn't miss time? You know who doesn't miss time for my team? Bruno Fernandes. Now ask my fan base what they think about him.
They love him. He's the best thing since sliced bread for United fans.
Oh, Bruno Fernandes.
Look at the GA.
Best 10 in the league, dude. Come on.
What's the
Mhm.
GA
Yeah.
this season? Actually, we're not going back. You're pissing me off again. Anyways, any final words before we talk about Fraudiola and the terrorist football that they gave us on the weekend?
Yeah, I also want to say, shout out Heung-Min's son. Shout out Heung-Min dad. Okay? Far too long, people disrespected him. Cuti Romero, I know y'all just want to bypass what he's done, but
Please
I
put this guy
know
himself.
this is a very uncomfortable thing. You're gonna just have to bear with me now, because no one's put me in the waffle cell yet, and we're on Tottenham. Christian Romero is a player in which
Your comments know what
the
to do.
manner he conducts and commands respect around him is phenomenal. It's next level. You done? Are you done? Because I'm not done. Christian Romero hasn't
Boo
put
this
a
man.
foot wrong in the calendar year of 2024. He is tied for 99th in yellow cards, but all you frauds would have me believe he gets all these cards. All you
Somebody
frauds.
play. Will somebody play.
There
Will
is
somebody play the award music,
16
please? Somebody play the award music.
pages of players who have
get 'em outta
more
here.
yellow
Get 'em outta
cards
here.
in the
Get 'em
Premier
outta here,
League
please.
than Christian Romero.
Get 'em outta
Okay, so
here.
Christian Romero.
What was that?
I see you,
I think that was
Staffy.
an older man, maybe a Romero man.
Listen,
crying.
thank God for Suleiman sending a super saiyan. Asking
you.
me to
Pussies.
receive Jacob
Fuck all
Sultan.
you.
Double.
And not only
Double.
that,
Double.
not
10
only
minutes for Jacob.
Double 10 minutes. For
Not
Jacob.
only that, TKA doubled down. He said, "See ya, Jacob. Rice over Basuma." So
No
that's
super
double
goes
the
without
time in
saying.
the show. And listen, big up Igal. I see Igal rated us as well. Big up Igal for the raid. Yes,
No
Sunshine.
super.
Big up Igal for the raid, guys. Love to Igal. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel.
Big up, big
Igal is an honorary member of American Waffle because he's North American. So we might have him on the channel sometime.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he was here before one time
He's
as TJ's
Canadian, yeah.
cover. So the
Oh,
next
yeah,
time
we might
TJ's
need
not
to.
here.
TJ's going on vacay.
I'm going on vacay, so he might need to tag in for me.
We'll
Enjoy
see.
that
I mean,
vacation.
I wouldn't. I would. Yeah, I'm not sure if he would. Maybe we'll get Igal next Monday. But the thing is, the show is a little bit too late. It's gonna be midnight. So if he's up,
Yeah.
if he doesn't have work the next day, we'll have him on. But big up Igal every time. Let me put out the super chat here.
He might not be ready for the heat on this show as well, because
I mean,
Mm.
things
Okay.
a lot has changed since. I would
Yeah.
love to see Canadian versus Canadian action when he's here. You know, I just want to see you beef at it. So we'll see. But I think it's time to move to the so-called big game of the weekend, the one that put us all this. There's no reason for you to celebrate because you guys were absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, why did you
And
guys celebrate?
Both of them were. Both of
Yeah,
them were.
No, hold on.
Staffy, I've been waiting for this cooking.
Liverpool
I've been waiting for this
are
cooking. Go, Staffy. Go.
three-
I've been
Wait,
waiting for
hold
this.
on,
ahead.
hold on. Here's the thing. I think the game was disgraceful, yes, but I'm not gonna blame Arteta as much as I'm gonna blame Guardiola. And I'll tell you why. You're laughing, but I'll tell you why.
I disagree.
You
but-
sat here on my
Thank you,
channel.
Arthur.
I think Igal was here,
You can
TJ
still
was
hold that.
here, Lee was here, and I think Patrick was here. You
Yeah.
looked at everyone who predicted a win against you with confidence, like what? Like respect me a little bit more. Like I'm
Yeah.
City, this, I'm that.
exactly.
Arteta approached the game, and this is why I cooked Arsenal fans, but not Arsenal. And this is why Arsenal fans don't get me. I cooked their fan base and not them, and I'll tell you why. I agree with Arteta did. I think Arteta approached the game correctly. You don't need to go and flex your muscles against City. You don't. Hold on. Let me finish before you play that stupid soundboard. And that's every time you do that, I just picture the cat. I don't want to think of the cat, please. That stupid white cat saying, huh? I don't want to hear that. Arteta this season has beaten Liverpool at home, has beaten City at home, and then he drew Liverpool away and drew City away. Those results are title-winning results. Now, everything else around it is going to decide who wins the league at the end. Because now you're supposed to beat the teams that you're meant to beat. You're not supposed to beat City at City. If you do, it's a bonus. Last year, he had 65% possession against City, and what happened? He lost 3-1 at home. He knew, and he learned his lesson from last year. You don't need to beat City home and away. Sir Alex the last league he won, he lost to City home and away. And guess what? He still won the league by I think it was 9 points or 11 points. I forgot how many points we won it by. You don't always have to go there and do that. The dumbest thing to do is to go and lose to City, which he didn't. So why are we not giving him praise for that? Why are we not giving him praise for not losing 3 and 4 like he did last season and actually not conceding a single goal to City this season? Whereas you're at home, Vator, and I'll let you speak, don't worry. You're at home, Vator. You have the best manager in the world, and you go and you have all this possession with one shot on target. Your manager is playing literally the most boring brand of football he has ever played. This man is playing us with four center backs, and he's giving us midfielders in the wings. He literally has no legit wingers on the pitch. And then when Jack Grealish, after the game, I wanted to slap the shit out of him after what he did with Jack Grealish. Oh, well, you're supposed to, and he's giving all these instructions. I'm like, bro, you are literally destroying every technical player that comes to your team because you like to micromanage them to the T. Where if you don't just cut back and pass, I'm gonna sit here after the game and be like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? He limits his best players because he's such a control freak when it comes to the way he plays football. And then you wonder why in a stalemate like that, no one could just rise out of nowhere and win the game. You know why? Because he doesn't allow his team to even express themselves in that way. And that's why these games between Arsenal and City have been dog shit, have been boring. Daas will sit here and tell you that his manager is the absolute opposite, which is why, listen, I hate Klopp because I hate Liverpool. But when Klopp leaves, and these two teams are the best two teams in our league, I just want to let you know that our league is dead. Because these guys hyped us up for 2 weeks and they left us with blue balls. They gave us nothing, bro. An absolute shit of a game. And they were calling out all their international players from international duties to get ready. Oh, Saka's injured. Oh, I don't know who got injured in this game. And all of them were getting prepared just to give us a snooze fest. They could have done that when they're knackered. You didn't need to be healthy for that. You could have done that on one leg. You gave us nothing, bro.
I want to piggyback off Staffy, and then I'll let you go, Vator, and then I need to go again. You're talking about you also, sorry, Daas, but I have to say this while we're on the subject of Pep's system and how he ruins technical players. You think that Doku is gonna you sat here 4 days ago and said that Jeremy Doku will come good under Pep Guardiola, even though
baby Doku,
No.
Doku is a very technical player who is struggling in Pep Guardiola's system, and I do not see any sort of upside. And you saw it again this weekend. He put in another stinker again. The wide open shot that he had outside of the box still hasn't fucking landed yet. It's in the atmosphere somewhere. So you are gonna still try to sell me that Doku is gonna be a player under this manager at some point. Please answer for that take, because right now it looks absolutely fraudulent.
Yeah.
Wait, the ball just flew by my window.
Okay. So I had to hear what Staffy had to say. I had to hear what TJ had to say. Now, Staffy, this is the difficult part, and hopefully everyone in the chat, you're able to pay attention and hear everything you have to say. He's going after my manager. No. I'm because a lot.
Before you say anything, try not to go back to my team and my manager, because that's
no. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. That's dead. That's
yeah. That's dead arguing. Okay.
Yeah. When you want to talk about the hype about this game, matchups, the two that are challenging, two of the three that are challenging, it takes two to tango. It takes two to actually put on a fight. You want to talk about fights. If one fighter is just going to defend the entire damn time and maybe look for points or look to win it late, who are you going to blame for it not being entertaining? Now, I was told the entire time City aren't that good. I was told the entire time I don't have the best defense. I don't have the best attack. You want to point out that I had four defenders on the pitch. That's so weird. You want to point out that I had four center backs on
Luton's
that
best player. Let's have it right.
Luton powerhouse.
But Staffy, how am I still dominating possession when I have so many defensive players on here? How am I still able to control Arteta and his Arsenal players?
You can control the ball and not create anything. It was clear you had the ball and you didn't create anything.
So this isn't the first time when a team decides to just defend for the entire time. What are you going to really create? What are you really going to do,
bro? You tell me.
It's not about me telling you. We've watched games like these. We've watched games where the lesser team, and Arsenal are not a lesser team to City, but we've seen teams a lot lesser than City just decide to bank up and defend. You're never going to get an entertaining game. What are you then pointing out? You want to talk to my manager? Oh, he should overcommit
Our
now.
game was entertaining.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Both of you guys.
No, but hold on. This is where I give credit to Chelsea, because they didn't sit back like what Arsenal did. Arsenal have way better quality than Chelsea.
See,
and Chelsea
this is
didn't
the
sit back
thing.
like Arsenal. And when
this is
Arsenal,
where
So you're upset that Arsenal played the right game?
No, I'm not upset.
No.
Talked about in terms of this being a boring fest because both teams chose not to play. That's not true. You, Arsenal, showed tremendous respect coming to my house and playing a defensive game. I got no problem with that. I see it every week. But to then point out that it's because of me on why the game played out that way,
you're at home. I have to hold you to a different standard, Vator. You're at home.
No,
you're at home and you didn't win. You didn't score a goal against them this year.
I get all that. Then the only goal that they scored.
Oh, that fraud is getting one too, bro. Don't worry.
But this is what's funny. This is what's funny. I haven't scored a goal. They scored one. So what are we talking about? These are matchups. These are two teams that are deciding to fight it out. And when one team decides to, I'm not leaving here with a loss, what do you expect the game to play out to be? It had nothing to do with how I set up to play. I set up to play to try and win the game. That's a fact.
Okay.
Arsenal, and I'm just going to say this:
Go ahead.
Arsenal have the best defense. I keep being told they have the best center back pairing. You look at the league standings. Okay,
They do. And you have the best striker in the world, no?
I have the best strike in the world. Do I have the best attack in the world?
So you tell
That
me
is
now.
so
One
no.
hold on,
That
hold
is
on.
that is
Hold
so disingenuous. That is so disingenuous, Staffy. Because you're talking about a team that has conceded the fewest amount of goals this Premier League season with I believe 24, and they're playing a back five with Gabriel Jesus as a wing back. Their wingers were playing as wing backs.
If you're honest, no, I'm agreeing with you. Relax, Daas. Jesus. If you watch the first 15 minutes of that game, Saka was drawing back too. Like we were playing 6 at some point.
Both of their wingers were wing backs. Honestly, there was one screenshot. There was one screenshot where Arsenal's back five was all at the top of the box, and then directly in front of them there was four players, and then at the very tip was Kai Havertz, who was probably 15 yards from the top of the box. Okay, I completely disagree with your approach on how
100%.
Arteta, because when you look at it this way, Arsenal had scored like 30 goals in 7 games.
34 goals this year.
Arsenal were on fucking fire. And what did they do when they showed up to the Etihad? Instead of basically saying, listen, if you want to do that for portions of the game, I get it, right? Pick your moments where you've got, 10 men in the box, like hold City. Yeah, City didn't have answers, but that's because they're playing the best defense with 10 men in the box. But at no point.
We're not in shark mode either, Daas.
I love how we're getting called cowards, by the way, because we went out there and protected City.
I'm not calling
you
that.
won the first game. You could have gotten 6 points on City. A draw doesn't help you. You're not in first right now.
Wait. Dropping 3 points.
I'm not even done. I'm not calling you a coward. I am
saying
coward.
All I'm trying to say. Stop it, Jacob. All I'm trying to say is that the best that I have seen Arsenal play this season is when they are pressing high up the pitch. Arsenal did not press City once. You did not apply pressure.
They did.
Once.
Don't lie. They did.
Listen.
Don't lie.
Ultimately, Arsenal actually.
I literally have a clip of them on my Twitter right now where I
Okay.
put that clip of them pressing, and I made fun of United for it. I was like, "Oh, show me the last time United did this."
Arsenal may have had the best opportunity of the game with the cross from I think it was Saka and
Trossard.
sorry. No, well, Trossard fumbled that, right? But Jesus literally missed a wide open net. It was a cross-field pass.
That too.
That guy's not a
and he just
finisher.
wasn't there, right? That was the best opportunity of the game. But regardless of that, you took everything that had given you all the momentum, right? And you just didn't play to that strength. I understand at certain times of the game, sitting back and respecting the opponent. But personally, I would have liked to see more from Arsenal offensively. I would have liked to see them try to hold some possession, try to build up play, because I don't agree with this mentality of you don't have to beat City to win the league. Like, history doesn't matter. There's 10 games left. If you drop points, every draw is a loss. Now you're 2 points behind Liverpool. Which
Why are you not saying that about City though, Das? Now you're being disingenuous. Because City need to win more than Arsenal need to win.
Because we're talking about Arsenal right now. That's all. City needed to do the same
we're talking
exact
about
thing.
the game. City needed to win
Hold
more than
And
Arsenal.
City tried to fucking win.
You
And
looked
City
at that
tried
game
to
and
win
thought
more than
that City
Arsenal
didn't
did.
try to win that game.
No.
City
I'm not
tried
saying
to
that you
win.
didn't try to win.
Arsenal-
I'm saying you
Arsenal
didn't
didn't try to
win.
win in my eyes.
It is a
Arsenal-
better point. Das,
No,
it
but-
is a better point for Arsenal than it is for City because they're still ahead of them.
Okay,
But you're sacrificing the lead. You're sacrificing the
You
lead.
sacrifice the lead.
Okay, wait, hold on. If you want to criticize the way here's what I disagreed with Arteta on. I don't mind him defending. I mind him not having an outlet on the counter. I think Martinelli should have played. And Vator and TJ, you guys were here when I said that matchup of Kyle Walker and Martinelli is going to be important because when the news came out that there's no Kyle Walker, I said it's going to be dangerous for you guys having a Kanji on Martinelli. I didn't think Arteta wasn't going to play Martinelli because you need him for the counter.
Martinelli, I agreed. I agreed with
the personnel is wrong, Vader. But
no,
but
Staffy,
the
hold
approach was
on. You can't judge the approach when you don't have the context here. So the context is Martinelli was coming off of an injury. I understand why he started Jesus in that spot. And I called it on this show that it is a very, very good possibility that Jesus starts because Martinelli is coming in cold. I if you asked me at the beginning of the game whether or not that was the correct decision, I would say yes. But obviously, hindsight 2020, Jesus played like shit. I think if Martinelli had started and he was 100% fit, then you make that decision. But that decision, you can't disagree with Arteta and you play Monday morning quarterback like that. Like,
no.
I'm sorry, you can't.
This is what I'm going to say, and I was challenged on the football terrace like I was upset or frustrated with the result. I wasn't. All I was pointing out was
They say Terry rattled you. That's what the streets are saying.
That's what they say. But whenever I address and I talk in the same tone, they think I'm rattled. Now, all I was pointing out was Arsenal, Arteta came to my house and showed respect. You've been slapping up everybody home and away. You came
34
to
goals in 2024.
Facts. You came to my
You don't
house.
have more
and did
confidence in your attack than Chelsea's
Exactly.
attack.
That's
They've
what I'm
scored
trying to
how
say.
many goals against City, and
And
they are a
defensively,
much
I was
poorer
weak.
side than Arsenal. And you were
What do they
afraid.
have? Can I ask you a question, Jacob?
do they have to play for?
What do Chelsea have to lose? Exactly, you got it out. What does Chelsea have to lose going to the Etihad and throwing?
What do you
everything
have
at
to
the wall?
gain by not winning?
We have a lot more to lose by losing.
But
don't
if,
play
up a
if
ball for your
Liverpool,
own shit, that's fine.
if Liverpool win the rest of their games, which their fixtures, the hardest matchup is either United or Spurs. If they win the
They
rest
have
of
to
their
play, they have to
fixtures,
play
you
Villa
lose.
away too. They have to play Villa away too.
Don't go respecting that Villa Park. all
We
of a sudden.
beat Villa
They've been
away.
going downhill.
It's just they have to win the rest of the games, which they can easily
All
do,
I know is
and you don't
that-
win. That's it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is
they
that you're
all need to win their games, bro. What are you talking about? Even Daas in first place right now still needs to win all his games.
Regardless,
Here's the
both
thing- here's
teams.
the thing that-
But
here's
it
the
could
thing
be
that I
Staffy.
love-
My
that I
point
love
is that
about
if
this
Arsenal
football.
One at
won,
a time,
if
one at a
Arsenal
time,
won,
one at
if
a
Arsenal
time.
won, the league was in their hands. They
Yeah, but if
chose
we
to
would've
leave
lost-
it
if
to
we would've
luck
thrown
down the
everything-
line.
If we would have thrown everything
Thank
at the
you.
wall
Go ahead,
and
TJ.
lost fucking 4-3, you guys would be shitting on our head top saying we didn't play the game the way we should have, and we didn't respect them because we put more attacking in the
You
midfield.
scored
Like, it's
34
bullshit.
goals this
TJ,
We
2024.
didn't play. Who did we play, Marshall?
Exactly.
Why does it
TJ.
matter?
No,
You
no,
have,
no,
but
no,
listen,
no,
no,
TJ,
no,
what
no,
happened in the
no,
beginning
no,
of TJ? This is what I want to ask you,
Jacob,
TJ.
No,
One at a time, guys,
because you're
one at a
saying
time.
this stuff, Marshall.
Frauds.
You're saying
Guys,
this stuff,
you guys
Marshall,
are
and you're
fucking
not
tall.
applying any context. We're playing a shit West Ham, a shit Newcastle, Burnley, Sheffield. I rate them for beating Brentford the way they did. I rate them for beating Liverpool the way they did. But the rest of them, come on, dude. Come
But
on.
here's the thing, TJ. This is what I want to ask you, right? And I'm going to put context to it. What happened the last time Arteta in the beginning of the season changed the way he played? You guys weren't doing so hot. So once you went back to this attacking football that you're more comfortable with, you started going up and up and up in the league to the point where you were leading the league. Why change that? Why change the style? Have confidence in the way that you play
You
and
have
go
look
to
at
Man
who
City.
you're playing against, Marshall.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Of
matter.
course
You need
it
to look
matters.
at winning
It
the league because a
absolutely
draw
matters.
doesn't win you the league.
It
A draw
absolutely-
gives
I couldn't-
Liverpool
I
the
couldn't
chance to win the league
disagree more
now.
with you. I couldn't
Marshall
disagree
is,
more.
you know what, TJ? Marshall is such a fraud, and I'll tell you why. Marshall loves to talk about the United Chelsea title races back then. When we used to go to Chelsea, they'd smack us up. They used to come to us, we would smack them up, and we would always win the league based on who wins all the other games. Sir Alex, who is known as the greatest football manager in England history, used to say, "You beat everyone else and you beat your rival at home, but when you go to them, just don't lose." And this is coming from someone who
I
won
would-
13 Premier Leagues.
but this
And
I
you're
would
telling
understand
Arteta
that,
You're
Staffy,
approaching
I
the
would-
game wrong.
When was the last?
Staffy,
when was
I
the
would
last
understand that if
when was the last
Arsenal
time Man
still
City
kept
lost
first
to
place
the
after
Etihad?
this match.
When was the last time you guys lost it? When was the last time you guys conceded at the Etihad?
Bro, they
We've
haven't lost
conceded-
a
we've
game in like
conceded
I don't
many
know how
times
many
at the
months.
Etihad.
I missaid that. I missaid that. When was the last time that you got clean sheeted at your own house? When was the last time that happened? I'll answer that for you. 2021.
Okay.
We approached that game. You guys score at the Etihad. That is a fact. That is a fact. There are two things in life: death,
Okay.
taxes, and Man City
Okay.
will score at home. And we kept that from happening.
TJ, Vader, I'm sorry, but this is the only point that I'm going to make. Right? You guys played the way that you did,
and you had the two best opportunities of the game. So you're telling me
Yes.
so you're telling me that if you had gone there and played the Arsenal fucking way, that you wouldn't have won that game, because I think you would have, and I think you'd be.
I agree.
I disagree. I completely disagree.
Because a draw was a loss for both teams. City are not the same City that there were. Their transitional defense is terrible, and Haaland does not show up to big games. Kevin De Bruyne was absent.
I need to.
Now you're banking on Liverpool to drop points.
No. You're saying
It's not
that
in your hands.
You're not rating. No, I understand what you guys are saying. We got the most mid scenario. It's not the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario was going out there and getting absolutely pummeled, which I think if we played our high line attacking football, we would have gotten countered to shit. And
you don't have to do that all
You didn't
game,
have to
though.
do all that.
You don't have to do
no.
Let
Let
me
me
get
finish. Let me finish, because you guys are saying, oh yeah, Foden had a stinker, Haaland had a stinker. Why do you think that is? It's because we were packing. We were playing low block, pack them in football. We were packing the midfield and shutting those guys down. Kevin De Bruyne, absent.
Which means that you accepted
it wasn't
losing 2
because
points.
it wasn't because they had lack of quality. It was because we were marking the shit out of them. Did I watch a different game?
Yes,
Like,
you
really?
did.
Yeah.
I don't know
These
what
guys
you
are so
watched in that
disingenuous,
second half.
DJ.
We were
This
on
is
the same page
unbelievable.
in that first
This
half.
is actually unbelievable. And I can't believe I have to back Arteta with this, because look, I've been on Arteta's neck, all season long. But this game, he played extremely well. Extremely well.
Listen,
These are the same ones that called him naive last year for playing
Fuck
expansive against
my
City.
life.
And now
Okay,
when
but
he
this-
plays compact, they
Yeah,
criticize
and
him
if we
again.
take it to you guys, we could see 3 or 4 goals, and then we're called fucking frauds.
Can I
But the
speak? 'Cause
thing
you guys
is-
love to do extremes. 1 second, Marshall, because these guys love to do extremes. It's not about playing.
No, we're not.
all-
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. Because
not.
you're talking about. Yes, you are. You're talking about playing expansive and free-flowing football, and that's what cost you the league last year. And then he pretty much reverted to just playing defensive this game. This is the point that we're bringing up. There's a mix in the middle where we're criticizing the manager that he didn't play to win it. He played not to lose the game.
Yep.
When you only get 2
What
shots
is
on
the
target,
issue with that, Vader?
No,
What is
I'm
the
not
issue?
saying
Here's
that
the
there's an
thing,
issue.
You
too, though,
gave
that
up
you
the
guys
lead in
point.
the league. That's the issue.
Let me make my point.
Because there's 10
we
games
didn't.
and you're accepting a draw.
There's no guarantee. There's no
They're-
guarantee we gave up the
Staffy,
lead, Marshall.
they're-
There's no
they're-
guarantee.
Their fixtures coming up is a lot more difficult than what Liverpool have to face.
That
This
is
is-
correct.
And
I don't
Liverpool
care
have
about
players
Marshall.
coming back from injury.
Marshall,
They had a
this
fully
is
fit team.
Marshall, this is a 6-pointer. You lose to City, it's a 6-pointer. You didn't just lose a game, you lost the game and they gained 3. There's more risk. The risk to reward is not worth it over here, because you still got, as you said, 9 games is a lot of games, bro. And everyone is going to slip. And
So
I
what
said this
happens
before
if
and I say it
Liverpool
again.
wins them
I
all?
disagree.
What
Yep,
happens when Liverpool wins
exactly,
them all and they have
exactly.
no say in
They
their
won't.
future at that
There's
point?
that draw.
You're saying
There's
you
that
won't,
draw.
but you
That
don't
was
know.
too much of a risk.
You're saying you know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
but now
The
you're
loss-
talking to me
by-
about
the loss would have been
playing
bad,
for
and the draw is
draw,
bad too.
You are,
No,
by
the
playing
the
for
draw
the
is
draw.
not bad.
Let-
That's
let-
insane.
by
They're
playing
not
for
winning
draw,
the
you
league
simply
right now.
Take it
The
out
loss
of your
is worse.
hands.
The loss is worse.
Can I
You're
make-
leaving it on
let me make
Liverpool's
one
hands
point, 'cause
now.
I'm gonna have to drop soon as well. But let me make this one. Point.
Yeah.
Let me make this
Yeah,
one
go
point.
ahead.
And you guys say don't bring up other clubs, don't bring up the past. Staffy, you already did it talking about what Sir Alex Ferguson used to do in the past. I'm going to bring up what we seen in this league between Liverpool and City. We didn't go into these games saying we're going for a draw. Never. As vulnerable as either team was, or as strong as we were going into the game, we didn't set up for a draw. We played to win, and at the end result was a draw. But hand to heart, we never went into
SF,
the
you're a
game
pussy,
being
by
like,
the way.
and this is the point that I'm trying to bring up. Arteta set up because he's thinking about City, not Liverpool. Unless the expectation is Liverpool are to drop games, and you're making that assumption, okay, then this is a masterclass by Arteta. But the approach that I'm criticizing is Arteta and Arsenal didn't even sniff to play offensive.
Vader,
They were happy.
The reason you and I get what you're saying, but the reason you and Liverpool had different games is because you guys are polar opposites in the way you play your footballing style. That's why your games always had more goals. You can shake your head, but that is
No,
the
it's
truth.
not about more
play-
goals. I'm
no,
not even criticizing the more goals, Staffy. I'm talking
I'm
about the
saying
approach
I
to
know
the
you're
game.
saying I get it. The approach of the game. You can't approach the game like that when you play against Klopp, because Klopp never approaches games that way. Anyways, Klopp plays front foot football his whole life. That's why when he first came in, I think he finished 8th in the first year because they had shit players and he just attacked. So he was that bad with these players. Klopp, his style of football always works against your team and Arteta, which is why every time you guys play Liverpool, that's his team. There's always a lot of goals. Look at even when they beat him 3-1, it always either goes very good or it goes very bad. That's
A
why
lot
you
of
look
goals,
historically.
Staffy, is like 2-2 or 1-1.
So-
It's not
so are
like we
we
were
gonna-
scoring heavy goals amongst each other.
Can I,
Like-
I'm just trying to explain the style of football. Your style and Arteta's style is the same thing because they're both from the same school. Okay, Arteta, a lot of what he does was modeled after Pep, and obviously both of them are from the Barcelona school, so they play very similar. This is why there was 8 center backs on the pitch. They're both tactically trying to outdo each other.
Like that though.
The thing is, I'm so surprised we are spending all this time criticizing Arteta for getting a draw away from
Did
home.
City sit
And
back when
then
they went away to
can
the
we-
Bernabeu?
hold
They
on,
did
can
not
I-
win.
hold on.
They did not win.
That's
But
not
did they sit back?
That's not
They
contextually.
did not win.
Who cares?
And we
that
did
has
not
nothing to do
lose.
with what we're talking about.
In terms,
So also, and what you guys are saying. I watched a different game. We had 3 more.
You
We had
did.
3 scoring chances, 3 quality scoring chances that we had on the counter that could have put you guys away. If we were just a little bit more clinical, we would be having a different conversation right now.
but
Exactly.
that goes
the
on
same
both
game
sides of the
and still
pitch,
had
though. The
and
same
still had
thing-
more shots.
Again, you're leaving
guys-
out
you have
Liverpool.
one-
Liverpool
you have
have
one shot on
Europa.
goal.
You guys have
You have
Let's
Champions
get in
one
League.
jail,
shot
bro.
on
I don't want
goal.
to hear Marshall speak.
You have
no more.
one
Get in
shot
jail,
on
bro.
goal.
These
One.
jersey frauds, bro.
One shot on goal, bro. Like, and I love you guys. Like, I'm
You
not
had 2
actually
shots
heated.
on goal. What
but
are we
come
bragging about here?
How many quality
One
chance
team
versus
set up
quality,
dif-
quality chance
one
versus
te-
quality chance, Vader? Quality
One
chance versus
team
quality
set
chance.
up
And
defensively.
City was this close to scoring if Holland didn't suck absolute dick in major
Okay,
games.
I
since
agree.
this is you want to talk about
Holland
Holland because I'm
stuffed,
tired
and
of this.
Ake had and Ake's clear
I'm tired of this
chance.
Arteta slander.
I
Okay,
didn't
why
have a
are we
chance
not
to have
cooking?
shoulder.
Why are we not cooking the team that tried to attack but couldn't attack because their main striker couldn't do anything? Can I
Their
understand?
main
Both of them-
striker couldn't do anything.
Both of them were awful. Kevin De Bruyne was completely absent. Foden was absent. Yes, Arsenal were good defensively, but Holland
Yeah,
missed that chance.
they got bodied. They got bodied by the best defensive team in the league.
We're gonna focus on one player, but then we're gonna focus on the best attacking team in the league, and we don't want to talk about their stinker, right?
Sorry,
What-
what?
Arsenal
An Arsenal's attack matches to what Holland does.
No. Individually is a different story. The
They
entire
do have the
team-
most goals this
The
season.
entire thank you, and they've been the most dominant attacking team in the league.
Oh,
so
I'm
we're not
sorry.
going to talk about that. We're
My
going to brush that
statements.
aside, and then we're going to.
Bro, this is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. This guy has 0 goals against them in
Did he have
2
no
games,
chances,
bro.
Staffy?
I'm sorry.
Did he have no chances in that game?
What's the point of that? Like, what is your point of saying?
He scuffed a clear chance at a goal. It went wide, but it wasn't like he was silent. And when you have the 2 best center back,
Oh, there he is.
center back combo in the league, all focused on Holland, am I supposed to be upset that he was quieted, that he was quote unquote pocketed?
Of course,
when
you're
you're-
supposed to be embarrassed.
Well, he's been.
I'm going to be
pocketed
embarrassed
in
against the two
every
best
major game.
center back combos. I'm going to be embarrassed.
Are you acting? So you're acting. By the way, you're acting like this is Haaland's first bad game. Haaland's been stinking for a while.
Holland's been
And
coming
whenever
off
you need him-
injury. The
Bro,
same
listen.
way everyone wants to give a blight to Salah coming back from injury. The same way we want to not talk
Salah
about
scored, though.
Martinelli or any other player. When you're coming back from injury, you're not going to be the same player. He's still leading the league in goal scoring, but the standard that he set last year, yeah, it's a stinker.
No. Listen, this is what you guys like to do with Haaland. He likes to stat pad against these weaker
Oh,
teams,
now he's-
and then
okay.
we say, "Bro, it is the truth, bro.
Like
It is
that
the truth."
money.
I'll tell you what. Because against Arsenal, he can't sniff anything against Gabriel and Saliba. Gabriel sunned him so bad. I'm surprised that you put that picture behind him because he laughed
What?
at him at the end of the
He's
game
been-
because of
he's
how
been
much.
You know
grabbing him the
something,
entire day.
guys?
And I don't care that he grabbed it.
Staffy,
One
I
second,
literally
yeah, I'm
came
gonna
out
let you.
for one thing.
Yeah, I'll
I
let you
wanna
go in a
say
second.
Pep Guardiola has ruined the Premier League. When people are saying a 0-0 draw in a title race from a team that is visiting away from home has now gifted Liverpool the league because they have a 2-point lead with 9 games to remain.
They're
The
in Europa. You guys are in
expectations-
Champions
the
League. You have a harder
expectations-
fixture.
The
It didn't
expectations.
gift us the lead.
Let me get my point across.
Let
The
you go.
expectations has now risen to the point where you're expecting every single one of our teams that have to win every single game. That's not realistically. That's not going to happen. There's going to
That
be
is
more
not
slip-ups.
ruining the league,
There's
Egal.
gonna be
That's
more
raising the
slip-ups.
level.
You have to in
But
order
that's
to
my
have a
point.
chance to win the league
There's
now.
going to be
Marshall, can you
more slip-ups.
pretend that you're in
A
the cell
2-point
because
lead-
someone sent a
a
super chat?
2-point lead with 9 games remaining is nothing. The reality of the situation is we've seen Liverpool slip up from a 3-point lead with 4 games remaining. We've seen teams slip up with a 1-point lead with 3 games remaining. We've seen crazier things happen. Now you guys are acting like 9 games, which is what, 25% of the season left? You guys are acting like that is not something that
That's
somebody
so much
can
football still
come
left,
back.
bro. So
Like,
much.
calm
football.
down. Realize that Arsenal in 4 games picked up 8 points away with Liverpool and City. City and Liverpool combined picked up 6 from those games. So you need to relax when it comes
That
to
doesn't
the
matter.
way you're speaking about Arsenal.
You're not understanding the
Jacob,
point.
wait, guys,
but
that
one
doesn't
second.
matter,
One
This
second.
game was more of an indictment on City this season because they
No.
have been unable to get a win against Liverpool, home and away. They're unable to get a win against Arsenal, home and away. And they are the treble-winning team. They're the team that have the world-class players. They're the team that are the favorites to win the league. They're the team that consistently, year in, year out, people pick as the favorites to win this competition. And
So
you are
what?
coming to Arsenal and saying, as a Chelsea fan who did this for a living to try to win leagues, as a Man United fan, Staffy, you get it. TJ, you're backing the manager because you actually see that what he was trying to do. And I think this is disingenuous from the two people who've been in the title race for years. Because if Liverpool did this tactic, maybe they would have won a goddamn league title some of those years. And you want to know something, Vator? You're doing this because you're salty because you know we did the right thing to not concede and to not let you play the way you want to play and open ourselves up for you to pam us like you always do. So long story short, if you guys want to be here and shameless, fair, be shameless. But if we're going to talk football, we did the right thing. And at the end of the day, we don't know if it's going to lead to the end result because there's still a lot of football to be played.
100% you got. And this is what I'm saying.
That's
Last
all I
year,
need
they
to
called
say.
him naive. Last year, he was naive, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, with all due respect, I don't really care what Klopp used to do, even though I do appreciate Klopp for not.
I never even said club.
No, one second. No, not
I didn't
you.
even talk about Liverpool.
Because Vader. No, that's not my point. Because Vader earlier mentioned that when you guys went at it, you guys didn't go for ties. This is why they won more leagues because these games were too open.
That's
you don't
not-
understand, bro. You don't understand how much that point could mean at the end, bro. Vader can do that all he wants, bro.
Bro, if Liverpool
Now,
would have picked up 4 points versus Man City any of those years, they win the league by 2 points.
Igal, you know what it is, Igal? If you don't win the league, which to be fair, I do think it's now hard for you guys to win the league because I thought if you beat City, it gives you a big boost. However, but Marshall, you're dismissing that anyone's going to drop points still. I still think people are going to drop points, especially Liverpool, because they're the shakiest team in my opinion. Their wins are always too chaotic in my opinion. Like
What?
it's never Daas, you know that the ride is always rough.
Did you watch the game against Brighton?
Daas? You used to complain about
Mohamed
That's-
Salah should have
Had what,
fucking
12
hat-trick.
shots on goal or something?
You're
And
lying
then
now,
the last
Daas.
14 minutes, when,
Daas, you're lying now because the
Brighton
last
could have
few
drawn
the last few
easily.
games.
Staffy.
100%, and they took the lead. Daas
Brighton
used to
had
sit
two
here and he used to
opportunities, scored
complain.
one.
He used to complain about his football not being sustainable, and now he's acting like his football's sustainable. Relax, you're winning.
That's
but
not.
I-
That's not even what I said.
Staffy, can I remind you,
You guys just
Arsenal
putting
me off
words
my
in my
point
mouth.
anyways,
Can
bro.
can I remind you, Arsenal have to play Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Bro, they're shit, bro. I don't
twice.
give a shit about Bayern. Stop talking about that. City have to play Real Madrid.
Okay.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
we're
wanna know
gonna
something?
they're gonna play their
You wanna know
B side
something?
against Bayern Munich. Then
Bro,
is that what they're gonna do?
City
They're not gonna
have to
try
play-
their
okay.
best.
City have to play Madrid. Why not talking about
You guys have tough fixtures. Your players are gonna get
Wait,
exhausted.
wait,
Some
wait,
might get
wait.
injured.
Hey,
Bro,
Gal,
you're only looking at it from one perspective. You're
You
only
had-
looking at it as if Arsenal's the only team in this competition. There's 3 teams. Why aren't you treating everyone fairly?
Daas has Europa League. He's got Leverkusen next.
He still
Doss
has
Europa League and still played a
difficult
fully strength.
I understand
team
it's
who was
difficult,
5-1
but
up.
it's
still
one
has
match.
difficult fixtures in the
It's
league.
one
Like I don't
match.
understand. I don't understand
It's
why
one
you guys
match.
Are, why you guys
You
are
guys still have a whole
100%.
tournament
no,
ahead of you.
No, you guys
And
have
you're
been
fighting for the
doing it.
league. He's already at top of the league.
I love
Not even
how I get made
understanding
fun of for going high
If you're top of the
register.
league by 2
No,
points,
listen,
it wouldn't be done and dusted.
listen. No, and Marshall,
I'm just being
you're-
more realistic in this situation.
no,
I understand
you're
that there's
not.
two
It's
sides.
different-
He could drop points.
different
They are shaky.
perspective.
I get it, but it's a different perspective. Sure, yeah.
No, it's a different perspective, and that's fine. I'm glad we got here because look, Marshall, I think people are really disrespecting the run out that Liverpool has, and I'm not saying that they're the underdog. They are favorites due to where they are in the Europa League, due to where just the Europa League because you guys bombed out against United. But you guys are disrespecting the away days that they have, in my opinion. Liverpool will drop points. There will be an opportunity.
I've
That's all
been
I'm
here
saying.
before. I've seen it last year when we lost to Man City at home. Immediately, you guys said it's done. But you want to know what happened? The next day they drop points. There's a lot of games left. My main point is stop acting like the draw against City away is the catalyst to lose the league. That
I
is
never said
ridiculous.
that. I never said that. You are
No,
taking this
not
and
what
you're
you
blowing
said.
it. No,
My boy here, what do you
Martial.
call it? Casual FC, my brother.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see you, bro. I know what you're doing. You're just trying to belittle Arsenal. I get it.
I'm
but
not trying to
there's
belittle
no logic
Arsenal.
behind your point.
The logic
Listen.
is that you guys can both easily drop points, but now you're leaving it in Liverpool's hands. If I
Guess
were
what?
you guys, I would have won
No,
for the win
it's
because
still in our
regardless.
hands.
But Igal, what I'm saying is that regardless of if you drew or lost, you still leave it to Liverpool.
No, that's not true. It's still in your hands. You can only control your own destiny. So you need to win all your games. I'm not. If Liverpool win all their games and we win all our games, that's the bed we lay with. I don't care. What happens, happens. Regardless, Arsenal's still coming. We are here to stay. We know that. We don't know that about Liverpool. That's a
Okay.
fact.
Because you know what it is? Also, I'm gonna add one more thing. If they don't win the league, because that's the point I was trying to make earlier, and now I remember. If they don't win the league, I highly doubt anyone goes back and they're like, you know what? Arsenal didn't win the league in 2024 because they drew the City away. No one is going to do that. You're actually going to look at the games that they were supposed to win.
Fulham,
Beginning of the calendar year, no one said, you know what? 3 points.
West Ham,
No one said
Villa.
that.
Yes, Staffy.
You're going to look
Staffy.
at Fulham and say that. Yes. You're going to look. What was it? What was the other games?
West Ham, Fulham,
Exactly.
Villa.
These are the games that
All
cost
right,
you.
get me out of
So I'm
here.
talking-
Get me out
In
of here.
2012, bro.
Way
In
too long.
2012, because I still remember this religiously. I'm gonna get you out of the cell right now. United lost the league to City, and I remember the lead slipped up because we drew at home to Everton. That's the game until now. Look at us. About 12 years later, United fans sit and they're like, you know, remember when we were up against Everton and we drew 4-4? That's the game that cost us the league. We don't talk
Okay.
about City or Liverpool or Arsenal.
All right, let me
Go
say
ahead.
this because Igal made the point on last season when they lost to us. The very next game, City dropped points. So the whole point that Marshall and I are talking about is you guys set up not to win the game. That's the whole difference in
We're
terms
just
of
going
the
in circles
approach.
now.
No, I'm gonna say this and just move on.
No, go
But
ahead.
it came down to, listen, no one's gonna blame you for leaving with a draw because at the end of the day,
Who had
advantage
the best
Liverpool.
chances?
We're talking about best chances.
No,
Igal,
no, but
can you
if we
admit? Hold on,
played-
hold
If
on.
we honestly played to not win the game, then we would have never really gone for the
It's
the
a game in
chances.
90 minutes. There's going to be chances in the game, but you watch your team every game. Did your manager set you guys up to win it? It's
My
an
manager set us up to win, not to go and play expansive, entertaining football. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to be effective.
That's
and
not,
the
that's
best way
not
to
what
be
anyone was
effective
saying.
You're not
is
even
to
answering the
stifle
question.
you.
You're
One
not
second.
answering
Do you realize that Mikel Arteta used to work for Manchester City? He knows Manchester City
Who are
better
you
than
talking
every
to?
single
Of course.
manager in the league. He knows what your weaknesses are and your strengths. Why would he play to your strength?
Igal, this is the same
I would say-
manager that played us last season. It's not a
And
matter
lost.
of Igal, it's not a matter of playing exactly the way you did last season, but it's also not the way that you played when we played you at home. There's a middle ground. What
Because
I'm
you're at
po-
home. The onus is on you. You need to hold accountability. You are the team that's at home, not
what
Arsenal.
are you talking about accountability? I'm trying to win a league. You're trying to
And
win a
you're
league.
trying to win the game. You can't do that.
Igal, you let me finish. You keep interrupting as I'm speaking. When you guys set up, you set up for a draw. I watch enough Arsenal games. When you want to talk about your team set up, not your honestly, I'm looking at it. Your team set up not to lose. I
No.
get that.
No,
You okay?
we set up to use our strength to help us win.
Your strength was your defense. Your strength has been your offense. I didn't see a lick of your offense.
No, our whole season, our strength has been our defense. The entirety of the season. Not people were
Well,
saying
your defense.
at
Okay,
one point of the
okay.
season, people were saying our
you made your
attack is
point.
so shit.
I've been in the cell for
that we
5
can't
minutes.
win the
Let
league.
me at least string 1 minute of not being interrupted.
All right.
Your best attribute was on full display. Your defense was on full display against City. That's apparent. Now, when you want to point out who had the best chances, that's subjective. That's really subjective. If you want to talk about opportunities that may have been missed, I'll hold my hands up, and some of my players didn't show up for it. But with regards to the game with Mike Daas and when we were speaking on things, is when the game was played out, one team played to try and win it. One team played to play on the counter. Cool.
Okay.
I've seen it with Ollie. If you want to point out that that's your best chance at winning it versus City at an away game, I get it. But the counter is a tactic to try and get a result, but it's not to go out and play and win.
Okay.
Right? You'll catch us on an error,
let
but
me-
it's not to impose your dominance
let
in
me
terms of
simply
what
say
we've
this.
seen from other games. Yep.
By the way, Liverpool came to your house and tried to win, right?
Yeah, and they got a draw.
But guess what? In that game that they tried to come to your house and win, they had less XG than we did yesterday. That just goes to show you that there's different ways to skin a cat. Even though Liverpool tried to come at you, and we were defensive, as you guys are obviously saying, which we were, I'm not denying that. We still created chances and quality chances enough to try to win the game. So this whole thing that we only came for a draw is BS.
So hold on.
Wait.
hold
Wait. You just said that Liverpool had less XG than Arsenal at the Etihad, yet we scored a goal and you didn't score a goal.
Yes.
So you're really saying XG when someone scored a goal and
Exactly.
someone didn't score a goal. Ultimately,
It
my
tells you
entire
the
point.
quality of those
Hold
chances.
on. I don't give a shit because one of us scored and the other one
Exactly.
didn't. Regardless,
Well, we
Sometimes-
both got the same result.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, fine. My entire
So what's the difference? We both got 1 point.
Facts, yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Fine. Forget the whole XG bullshit. My
So
entire
all of a
point-
sudden, your performance is better than ours because you tried.
No, but you're moving the goalposts.
you
You talked about best chances, and
Am I going to be able to make a point,
You
or are
did
you
the
just going
same
to put
thing,
words
that's
into
my
my
point.
mouth? You're continually putting words into my mouth. I'm not even saying. My entire point was that I believe that Arsenal were the better team going into that game. I believe that Arsenal were the more informed team going into that game, the most informed team in the Premier League going into that game. You have 30 plus goals in 2024. Did you play smart? Absolutely. Did you play right in certain moments of the game? 100%. Were there opportunities for you to take advantage of what was going on and play a little bit more expansive and go for the win? 100%. Did you have the most clear opportunity of the game? Yes, but honestly, the pass was about 2 feet in front of Gabriel Jesus across goal. So, you know what? It is what it is. Ultimately speaking, I think that you had this was your best chance to win at the Etihad. You could have kept everything in your hands. You would have been at the top of the league. Is it the end of the world that you didn't win? No. Right? Is it the end of the world that it's a draw? No. But all I'm trying to say is that if I were an Arsenal fan, given how that game played out, given how we've played so far in this calendar year, I would have wanted to see more. That's it.
That's the thing too that confuses me is that you were able to get a result against Liverpool. Yes, I know you guys were at home, but it was a 3-1 result against a Liverpool that I would argue is a much more offensive side and it has a much more offensive system than Man City. Yet there's not the same excuse for Man City.
Can I
There's not the
ask you
same
a question?
excuse for
Can I ask
Liverpool.
Well,
Can I ask you a question? No,
I know it's different
hold on, Igal,
approaches.
Hold on. No, and I asked this question before, and I'm glad Igal's here. I didn't need backup, by the way. So Solomon,
Guys,
whoever-
Igal, ask for the link,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
because I'm sick of
All I'm
this.
saying,
One second, TJ. Respect
Chat mood,
TJ.
Matt, chat
One second.
mood.
Just respect TJ, please. Igal is a part of this of this show. He's been here before. He is Canadian,
big up-
like
big
Vator.
up
For
Igal.
people asking why he's here, we're just all North American brothers here.
No,
He asked
and-
for the link.
Mhm.
He's not here to back up TJ. The guy wanted
No.
to speak, and I can't tell Igal no. So please.
and
have some
big
respect.
up and big up Igal. I'm glad he's here.
Big up.
Look, guys, look. There's a lot of respect here. It's fine. Like, relax in the chat. All I'm saying is, I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I want an honest answer. If we had gone out there and gotten turned over 4-1 or 3-1 like we did last season,
You would have gone.
don't do this. You guys would have cooked us for how
Oh,
we didn't
naive.
respect you.
Oh,
Why does
naive.
it
We're
have to
cooking
be
you right now for
turnover?
playing
That is
defensive.
what it
You
is.
still got
No.
cooked.
Yeah, because you're a hater.
We
That's the
didn't get cooked.
difference. You're a
We didn't
hater
get
right
cooked.
now.
So
You're-
that's all I'm
I
saying.
think
is
you would have
look,
won.
is
I
look,
think you would
I
have
have
won.
been.
I think
I
you
have
would
been
have
one
won.
of
Yeah,
you.
me too.
Look, I've been one of Arteta's
Okay.
biggest critics all season long, and
Okay.
I thought he set up that game perfectly. But if we had played the big, expansive, attacking football, Vader, and you know this, Vader, so don't be
No,
disingenuous.
I'm not
You
being
would have killed
disingenuous.
us.
Let me make my point because this is what drives me crazy with some of you guys. Why does it have to go to an extreme? Why does it have to go to being pummeled 4-1? No one's talking about that. No one's saying that you set up and
Would
you're
have been 1-0 maybe.
Vader,
Listen, No,
Yeah.
Vader, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. That wasn't the point. That wasn't the
Okay,
point
so
of the
that's the
argument.
example you
If we
made.
would have
Okay.
set up differently, and we would have lost, you would be talking completely different right
You
now.
would set up differently.
Vader,
and
how many
ended up-
times? How many times did
Let him
Liverpool
talk.
get
Let
a
him
point?
talk, Yigal. Let him talk.
Point,
Let him talk. Let him talk, Yigal. Sorry.
But
Respectfully.
before he
let him
does,
talk.
Daya, can you please tell me who you're referring to? Because you said the guy's talking.
I think he was
everyone's
talking about TJ because
I-
that.
I
should
I
be
was talking
checked
about
over with
yeah.
TJ.
No, no,
Dio's my biggest fan, by the way.
Why do I
Not
not have a
even Arsenal
timer?
fan,
What
no
the fuck
way.
is this?
Yeah, my bad.
Shut up.
Listen.
Don't tell me what to do.
Let me start this timer.
Oh,
Now,
he means
hold
you,
on.
March. Hold
I'm
on.
not talking about going and playing complete expansive where you're surrendering 4 goals. That's not the point I'm making. If you had played this game and it was like going back and forth, whatever, and it ended up being a deflected goal by City, no one's coming off mute to being like, you guys set up wrongly and you guys should have played more defensive. No one's going to do that. But you guys clearly played in a different style that hasn't been custom of you all season. Now, Egal, and you want to point out that Arteta set you guys up the right way to approach it. Cool. Because again, leaving there without a loss makes a lot of sense because you stay ahead of City and you don't give up too much to Liverpool. But Liverpool are clearly in control because to start the game, you guys
No
were
one's
tied.
disputing that.
You guys were tied.
No
Now,
one's disputing that.
okay, cool. Now, when it comes down to this game in particular, there's a reason why you guys watch every game and you guys were confident coming to my ground and getting a result. Now, let's all admit that what you guys know of your team was completely off. No, of course, it's emotions,
That's
but
false.
Arteta had a different approach. Arteta knew better that you guys aren't as attacking as
Of course,
you
he had
are.
a
TJ,
different.
what do
Of
we
course,
know
he
about
had.
our
Of course,
team?
he had a different. Of course, he had a different approach.
No, but he's blatantly trying to change the truth. Our team is known for our defense. Before anything else, we were stinking it up offensively before
You have
January.
70 goals.
Before January, we were stinking it up
Who
offensively.
did we score those goals against, Mike?
Does it
I
matter?
keep saying this. It
No.
does matter.
It does.
Scored 6 against West Ham.
We
Where
scored
did
5
the
against
confidence come
Burnley.
from
You
to
scored
score
3
5
against
against
Liverpool.
Palace.
You go 3. You
Yeah,
three
because
against me?
our form changed offensively after January. Before January, every single one of you guys
So
were probably
wild.
on this show making
So
fun of our
wild.
attack.
You guys thought your set pieces was going to result in a 3-1 versus City? Is this where these
No,
goals were coming from?
No, our defense
Your
our
defense was going
gonna
to
have
make
to hold us
3-1.
down.
Your defense
We
was going to
scored a
score
set
3
piece
goals.
goal versus Liverpool away, and we tried to hold on for the rest of the game. We didn't even attack most of the rest of the game.
So your defense was going to result in a 3-1 from all these score
No.
predictions I was seeing from you guys. What was
No.
your defense going to do?
My score prediction was a close game. It was never more than 2-1 or 2-2. I always thought there was going to be goals. I didn't think it was going to be this cagey, but I thought it was going to be close. What you need to understand is we used our strengths to our benefit, and you don't like the fact that we played the way that 90% of the
I have
teams.
no problem with how you play. Do not put that on me. I don't care.
But the
I don't have
way
a problem
the
with
reason
it.
why that keeps coming back up, is when you talk about the approach that we took. When you talk about the fact that we came there for a draw, we didn't come there for a draw. We came there to play prime Simeone football and try to get out of there with whatever we could.
Okay, however you want to dress it up. You did not play to win it. And I have
We
no
played to
problem
win.
with Okay, all right. I have no problem with how you played.
Stop
have
saying
no-
we didn't play to win, because we did play to win. We weren't as open as you guys would expect.
Okay. You played to win it. You left there with a draw. So you failed in your approach.
I can't believe we didn't talk about Haaland. I'm actually disgusted.
I'm happy enough with that.
We did talk about Haaland. He sucks
No,
at
bro.
It's your
winning
show.
games.
Bro,
No,
no,
it's
bro.
your show.
We
It's your
just
channel,
brushed
dude.
over it so much. It was so quick, bro. It's actually pissing me off.
Forget
Your
about
target
Haaland.
should not
What
be
about
set
Kevin De
on
Bruyne? What
Haaland.
about Foden? All of them had stinkers. Why? Because
No, no,
Arsenal's
what it is, bro.
defense shut them up.
Oh yeah,
This
and
guy
you-
always-
and- no. And what's my defense? Is my defense good? No, but your team had a stinker. So what are we talking about here? My
No
You're-
one
you're at
rates
home.
Arsenal's
listen,
defense
listen.
like yours.
Staffy,
Everyone
one second.
says Foden's
Staffy,
better
relax.
than Saka.
No,
Everyone
no.
says Haaland is the best
Staffy,
in the
one
league.
second, one
I
second,
can't hold you guys
I'm
to the
tired
same
of this.
You're
standard.
the treble
I'm tired
winners.
of this.
You have a Ballon
I was
d'Or
treble
candidate.
winners
Not the
last
way it
year.
works,
No,
Banter.
guys, let me make my point, please. I was treble winners last year. You guys constantly point out how poor I am this year. You constantly point out how my team isn't playing to the
Better
level.
hurry up.
And on top of that, I'm gonna finish my point, and I'm gonna keep going until I can. And you point out that you came into this game without Stones, without Walker, and without Ake that started the game. Yet my poor defense was able to keep you quiet. So what are we talking about here? Put me in a cell.
All right, we're honestly going in circles right now. Really.
Unmute yourself, Marshall.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
you
go
forgot.
But I
Yeah,
feel like I'm
just give final thoughts because we got to wrap up. By the way, guys, there's 350 people here, and I'm hearing that we're not even on 200 likes. That's, to be honest, that is
But-
embarrassing. That is a disgrace. So
But
please
Joel,
get us to 200.
almost as big of a disgrace as completely disregarding the Liverpool game and going straight to this bullshit.
What am I supposed to do, bro? Did I think this whole thing was gonna happen?
Hey,
I
we talked
think-
about
I think
everyone
majority
but my
disagree.
team.
We talk
But
about
every team.
losers, bro. That's what we do here. I'm sorry,
Fuck
everyone
off.
lost the game.
I think everyone agrees that Liverpool have the advantage now, and nobody's disputing that. Everyone agrees that Arsenal plays defensive.
Daas can fucking talk about that instead of bitching right now.
Yeah, but we're gonna just wrap up. I'm gonna jump off, guys. Have a good one.
Big up, later, buddy.
Take care.
Big up, bro, big up. Listen, we've went on for way too long. I mean, shout out Igal for joining us, but we went on for way too long. Listen, I think we're all gonna just have to agree to disagree. I think everyone made good points. I just highly disagree with Marshall and Vader and Daas on this. Obviously, me, TJ, and Igal see it in a different way. I'm gonna leave it up to the comments to let us know if you got to the end of the show, obviously, and you're watching us right now, which is there's over 340 people still doing
Smash
that.
those likes.
Besides smashing the likes, let us know in the comments, not the live chat. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about everything we said? Did Arsenal approach the game correctly? Is a point good for Arsenal, or is it a detriment on Arsenal more it is than on City? Let us know all your thoughts in
Liverpool are going to win the league now.
By the way, I wanted to introduce this thing, and it's a good time to do this, especially that Vader is in the cell right now and he can't get a say on it. I wanted to introduce this idea of having Waffle of the Week. It's not going to be
Waffle
us.
of the week.
Waffle of the week. not
Oh, okay,
Waffle.
okay, go ahead.
Or it could be
It's
Waffle.
hard to
whatever.
top Almiron. It's hard to top Almiron.
Gabriel Jesus.
No. But here's the thing: it's not going to be us. We're going to say Waffle of the Week, but it has to be a player, the worst player of the week, and then we'll figure out one for the best player of the week, or it could be a manager.
Jesus.
Holland.
Hey,
Has to be
Jesus
Haaland.
literally fumbled 3 fucking chances.
He's
Jesus
not a
actually had
finisher.
chances, but
Haaland's a
I don't give a fuck. He actually had clear cut chances. Like Holland didn't have chances.
Holland
Gabriel Jesus had
was pocketed so
Højlund.
bad. Holland was pocketed so bad that he didn't even have chances. What does that say about him? He's supposed to be the best striker in the world.
Did he have 2 headers?
I'm
Oh,
saying
sorry.
Ten Hag, but that's my bias.
It's
And,
total bias.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is
in
my
that
bias.
case, then.
Yeah. You're gonna put.
I mean,
You already said
if we
Haaland.
need to scapegoat somebody, then
Sterling,
yeah, go ahead,
Sterling.
Ten Hag.
Yeah, it's Ten. But Haaland also deserves it. But I'm gonna say.
And the
Haaland.
whole
I
team
agree.
hold it. Arsenal.
Yeah, you could give it to the whole
Waffle of
team.
week. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Arsenal.
All right, so everyone,
Arsenal.
real quick,
Hold that.
Give your shout. Starting with TJ and then going to Marshall to up to Daas. So TJ.
You know what? No, I'm gonna change it. My Man City's midfield, who tried to hoof it up to the best striker in the world,
Not a bad show.
and he got man marked the entire time. So yeah, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and KDB,
Kovacic.
who is supposed to, and Kovacic, all of those guys can hold it because that guy obviously needs service to get anything done, and he got absolutely wrapped up. Put a bow on it, draw or not. Yeah, that's my choice. That's my choice.
All right, fair enough. Marshall, you said who?
Arsenal, because now we're pretending that leaving it in Liverpool's hands is a good strategy, and you're gonna hope that they drop points and you come back, like pretending that
Bro,
you're
just
gonna
give
win
me
all your games
one
as
word,
well.
bro. I don't need a whole ass explanation.
Arsenal.
What's this?
I said Ten Hag. You said Jesus. You said Jesus.
No. Fuck that. I'm changing it. Mo Salah, because we should have scored 5, and it's all his fault that we only scored 2.
You're giving your
So,
best player. You're making your best player hold corn. That's insane.
So he's void of criticism. Excuse me. I'm objective.
now you can criticize. Why would I
I'm-
criticize Ten
I'm
Hag and the
objective.
players? Oh, God forbid! God forbid! I should be grateful.
I criticize my
You
players every
absolute-
fucking week.
You
I criticize
absolute
my players every week.
pussy.
Bro, you
Those
should be
Especially
grateful.
Wataru.
You have no
He's-
goal difference.
Arsenal.
You have
can
no goal
hold
difference.
that. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
And you told me to be
placed,
grateful.
well
So hold
Best
that.
attack in the league. Best
Let me shout out the
defense in the
super chatters,
league.
guys. I gotta shout out the
Well
super
placed in
chatters,
the league.
and I gotta read out a
Yes.
couple
Can't
super
believe I'm
chats
hearing
before we go, because there's some people that send super chats, but I leave them towards the end because we obviously go through the whole cell thing during the show. Big up Dayu here saying we'll never put TJ in prison. He is a gooner. Fair enough, we know that. There was another one. No, I already read that one. Oh, it was Blaze. Big up Blaze. I saw him post that. My bad, Blaze. I had to get to the end. Saying AFC are cowards. LFC have only lost 2 Prem games all season. And with the upcoming fixtures and injuries, probability sides with LFC to win their game. That's your opinion, and I hear that, bro. JL was asking Jacob here, saying, are we not supposed to respect Man City, Jacob? Listen, this is what I'm saying. A lot of people are disagreeing over here. And I think that was all the super chats that are not so related. So big up to everyone who sent a super chat. Big up to TKA, Saad, Sulaiman, Mina Sidhom, obviously Sunshine, Winter Surfer with multiple super chats, Football Capo, Ozan Quebec, Marco L, my Egyptian brother. Big up yourself there. JL, obviously, as I said, Abu Diab, Blaze, King Bucks. I think I said JL's zone, but I'll say it again. Obviously, Dio. And I think, SE, and I think that's everyone. Apologies if I missed anyone.
And big up to Staffy for disrespecting the league leaders and completely rushing over the
Exactly. Jota's coming back from injury. You have Allison coming back from injury.
Everyone, please like the video.
All these players
subscribe to
coming
the
back
channel.
from injury.
You want me to tell
We
people to
don't talk
subscribe
about
to you or
Liverpool.
no? You want me to tell people to subscribe to you or no? Subscribe to the channel. I'm almost on 4K. Please make
I don't
sure
have a
that
channel, so I don't care.
50 of you, please go subscribe to TJ right now. Get him to 1K. Subscribe to Vader. Subscribe to
Extortion.
Jacob, even though he left. Big up Igal, who also joined us. Make sure you subscribe to Igal. And tomorrow, I'm coming back with a preview on my channel. This fraud sitting down here actually will be here, Mr. Marshall. I'm also going to have, who else is on the channel? Saeed is going to be on, Flawless, Lewis, Marshall, and I think Surfer. Yeah, that's everyone. So we have a big preview coming tomorrow. It's going to be El Sackico. El Sackico. It's El Sackico. Chelsea Waffle, Burnley versus 10 men, no coach. Listen, Dayu, you missed it. Make sure if you guys didn't watch the beginning, go back and watch the replay. And if you reach the end, let us know. Let us know who is your waffler of the week. And guys, any final thoughts before we go?
Yeah, thank you so much for again disrespecting.
Allison's coming back.
Right over.
Jota's coming
it's
back.
It's not like we matter at all.
I know.
Matip is coming back.
No, wait. I got
Robertson's
this
coming
shamelessness that's
back.
happening right here.
شاكر يا اخوان انت اللي بدأت لا انت اللي بدأت يا سامي لا